Welcome to the Red Panda Podcast, where we shoot the shit for a while. Today, we're going to be going over our MAGLabs 2017 experience. My name is Pedrock, and with me is...
Nelly the Afro Bot.
And our boy...
J. Ray.
It's Ja Ray.
That's Jeff.
And we have a very special guest, Polly P in the house. Polly P, say hi.
Hey, everyone.
Good. Very straightforward.
Nice.
All right, so
You're doing good, kid.
I'll take you places. Yeah, so for MAGLabs, I can't... Usually I start off the podcast and I, take it away, but I didn't even get to MAGLabs until super late the first day. You guys got there first,
Did you even talk about what we're doing? We're talking about MAGLabs.
I did, I said that.
My bad.
Yeah, man.
Jump right in, man.
Yeah, you got so distracted by
People even
politics.
know what MAGLabs is.
Yeah.
They don't.
Really?
I don't know. MAGLabs is like
Yeah, take it
a
away,
con
Jeff.
The younger brother.
Yeah.
at MAGFest.
It's a progeny of MAGFest.
Yes.
Progeny meaning
Used to be
children.
called MAG Classic. Now called MAGLabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've been evolving.
It's basically
Evolving.
where MAGFest used to be until they realized they need more space, so they moved to the Gaylord.
And then they'll go back because they're
Why not?
nostalgic.
Why not? Yeah.
And test stuff out. Who got there first, Paul or you guys, Jeff?
Paul.
I got there Thursday night with
Oh, no way.
Alex
Dang.
and
did.
Nick.
The
Damn.
Day Zero.
You
Day
can do
zero.
Day zero?
Yeah, Day Zero of MAGLabs is Thursday because it's a Friday through Sunday event, unlike Mag Prime, which is it's
Thursday to
Thursday.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not for us.
Yeah.
it's more like a Wednesday through
Yeah, always got
Monday
the zero.
sometimes.
So what is Day Zero like for MAGLabs?
It's very chill. I don't think you get more than 2,000 people total on the busiest day
Yeah.
for MAGLabs. So on Day Zero, there are people who are there for MAGLabs, obviously, and you're looking at the staff who are still setting things up, but it's much more intimate and cozy. So what was great about it is that we had a room block with some friends, and they had also arrived Thursday night. So we got very quickly, as soon as we furnished our room, we started drinking because we were like, we have to get rid of this alcohol. So it was a great way to start. It was just like drinking and playing games and bouncing between 3 different hotel rooms right on the same floor. We were all next door neighbors. It was really chill.
Did you guys go downstairs to the hotel,
Wait,
area?
that means that means people were also there for Day Zero.
Yeah,
Oh,
mostly. I think the majority, though, were staff
Okay.
and volunteers.
Okay.
That makes
Were
sense.
there any, what you would consider, I guess, attendees loitering around in the lobby? Or
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah, there definitely were.
Did they set up the board game area early or anything like that?
Not to my knowledge. I don't know if it was open to people. I'm sure it was set up by Thursday,
I feel like that's
like
probably
most things.
the first thing you could set up Thursday night and just have that open to people.
It'd
So
be
the
easy.
tables out. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, tables out, the board. A few of the board games that you have multiple copies of, and just one person to watch it. Mm-hmm. And that could be a good way to start it off because, if people are looking for that intimate environment, that's the perfect thing to do. Just play board games.
Play some games. Play some card games.
Did you guys
There's a lot of
bounce
that.
just between your hotel rooms?
Yeah, we didn't really make any random friends, which is a MAGFest tradition. You know, you got to find those room parties, but we didn't really do any of that until the weekend itself.
Nice.
But I mean, you still met up with a lot of friends. You said there were 3 different rooms, so
Oh well, yeah. There's our room, Shelby's room, and then Shelby's friends. I forgot.
friends.
Friends.
Yeah, they're friends. I'm so
Friends.
sorry, guys. If you're hearing this, Elika's room with her husband, that later became where Anthony was rooming. Yeah, I'm just naming names, but yeah, it was a great little setup.
Was it people you guys haven't seen in a while?
Yeah, I pretty much only see people like Shelby and company at MAGFest.
Yeah.
So it's a thing I really like to do because of the people I see there, not just because of what it offers as far as
just
panels and such.
People committing time to come hang out with people that they only see once a year.
Once a
at
while.
minimum.
Yeah,
I find it
friends.
interesting because definitely for Mag Prime, Mag Super, definitely people come out for that. And I see people I haven't seen since the previous year, or people that live far away. But I didn't think about that for MAGLabs because most of our group that went for MAGLabs we see all the time.
Yeah.
It was more just a weekend thing to do rather than let's go meet up with so and so. Interesting.
Yeah, man.
All right, and then for day one, Jazzy J, you guys got there.
I got there kind of late.
Yeah, I got there at what?
'Cause-
nighttime.
Not nighttime, but it was
It's
like,
like-
we were busy since
Yeah.
I was doing some stuff with Richard the day before. Day 0. We went to Guitar Center. We bought we got a nasty speaker, PA speaker.
Yeah, that thing was huge.
Bunchka, bunchka.
It was pretty cheap. It was on clearance. They were having their Labor Day sale, and I was like, I kind of want to upgrade our sound system for our MagFest room. And he was like, I'll go halvesies, and then we did.
And then I won $40 in there.
And he did.
Slipped it in somewhere. Not bad.
So we got our big ass speaker on Thursday. We're getting all the cables and stuff necessary, and then Friday came our friend Robert from technically out of town. He was been busy a lot out of town, and he just wanted he was finally coming back home because he had a week off, and he just wanted to relax in every sense of the word relax. So I picked him up at the airport, and then got here, and then we were waiting for Nelson to get out of work.
Yeah.
Was it work
Yeah.
or something? Yeah, it was work.
Yeah.
And then I was
rough.
packing.
Yeah, I guess Paul, you're the only one that did MAGLabs proper.
Yeah, this one's
you
more
went
like
there for
half
the full
minute.
thing.
Kind of last minute for us.
Oh yeah. I was so excited when you guys announced you were coming.
Well, the thing is, when the room's booked, I'm like, you know what? We went last year. We stayed longer than we thought last year. So it's
Yeah.
like, we might as well just get a room for this year.
Yeah, I didn't consider it that it was last minute for us because we definitely planned. You got a room. We had
So
the
the moment they sent out the email blast, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Get a
I'll
room.
book a room. So we had a room ready.
Yeah.
You
We
guys
had
had a room.
Sweet.
I just didn't
Well,
rush it.
you're
that's a
getting,
story.
getting ahead of yourself. we get our things. We stop by Guitar Center again because we need more cables. Audio's a problem with J-Code. It's
Tell
annoying.
me about it.
And then we get to the hotel. Sun was still out.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it was around happy hour time.
Happy
4
hour
o'clock.
time.
4
4
or
or
5.
5. Yeah.
Parking. I was getting a little stressed out because apparently you guys were already there. Ryan went before us. He was saying parking's kind of hard. The
And-
parking garage is full.
Yeah, MagFest was even posting to social media if you're not staying the night, they're not going to have a space for you.
Yeah, we're full. So I'm like, I know how this game works because last year we did park in the garage. No, we didn't. We park on the street, but apparently you can't even park on the street anymore. The
Like,
residential
they cracked
area.
down.
Yeah, they cracked
a
down.
little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
So yeah, Jeff was a little stressed out about that.
A little
I
stressed
guess
out. We
that
got
forced you
there.
to pick up.
But then I'm like, it's dinner time. People stay in the hotel, want to go get food. And the only way you can get food there is you got to drive somewhere. So I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna get a
Steal
spot.
someone's spot.
It's not steal. I mean, they
had
they're
signs.
in out, one in, one out, just like
Public.
a club, just like a club.
Yeah, they had all these signs saying oh, no parking, no parking. I'm like, no. Let me talk to front desk. Let me get one of those parking tickets. I bet I can find a spot.
There we go.
And I pulled in. I found a spot.
for overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, for overnight they still had.
Well, she was
it.
still warning me, trying to be there's not going to be parking here. You got to go across the street. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
No.
Nice.
So,
So were you guys with the room block with Paul and them?
when we walked in,
What was that? What floor?
20th. We were on the
20th
20th
floor.
floor.
oh, because we had
Yeah.
a lot of stuff too. We had
Yeah.
my
There's a
stuff.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, why did we have a lot
I don't
of stuff?
know.
It was 3 people.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but it was
Oh, we
just
had the speaker was big. I brought
You brought
a console. You made me bring the super gun,
the arcade
stuff. I had my clothes,
monitor, DJ
monitor,
units,
TV, drinks,
drinks,
yeah.
snacks.
Cooper cooler,
The Cooper cooler.
essential. Really.
Essential, dude.
So we had a lot of stuff. We got to get a little dolly.
Damn, you guys did all the grunt work.
Yes.
Good job. Thanks, guys.
Fuck you. We walked in, hotel lobby, and then we ran into you guys, Paul. And
Yeah.
the other group, and
Going strong.
you guys were already feeling pretty
You're
strong.
already partaking in the happy hour.
That's right. Yeah,
The
Thursday.
whole day was a happy hour.
Wedding
Dude.
of the whistle.
Friday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, as they always say.
As you wake up.
So
As it's 5 a.m.
as people were hanging out, I was like, all right, we gotta get stuff in the room. And I got in the room. I'm like, this is this is strange. This is not like the MAGLabs rooms that I'm used to, but apparently I found out that our rooms were handicap rooms, which usually means bigger in the sense of the Gaylord. The Gaylord handicap rooms are way bigger.
Yeah, they give you more space to
way
move
more
around.
space.
Bathrooms are bigger, larger, easier access to everything.
Right.
But this one was
But
just
this
like
one
smaller.
was just tiny. I was like, what is this? Because we've been to MAGLabs many years now. We stayed there before when it was Mag Classic.
Yeah.
So I'm used to those rooms, which is like a very big room, and then you have this kind of like the mini bar table.
Yeah.
Which what we wanted to do is just set up our laptop there and then blast music there. But we didn't have that at all. It was just bare essentials. TV, beds.
Little motel room.
Yeah. I was like, this is tiny, and then we had 5 people in our room, so I was getting a rollaway, and the rollaway was in there, so I was like, oh, this is tiny.
They're big. Those rollerways are
Yeah,
nice.
Like only would have been good for just crashing. That's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not
Once you
not
guys
really
put
relaxing
the bed down,
or anything.
there was no walk space.
there was no walk space, so I'm like, this
It was
can't,
all bed.
This can't be.
Just gotta jump from bed to bed.
Floor's lava.
So,
Floor is lava.
I got that room because I wanted to be on the floors. You guys, the 20th floor.
Uh-huh.
12th floor. No, 20th.
Yeah.
Because I just want to hang out with you guys on the same floor. So I went back down and be like, hey, our room is really small. Do you have that original room that you gave us? They're like, nope. We don't got it. I'm like, what? So I started getting in panic mode. I'm like, I wanted to play music so bad.
We started getting the panic texts and the pictures, making everything look bad.
Everyone was
We're
like, fuck.
I was just like, just upgrade.
And then I'm like, fuck it. Let's just get a suite.
Yeah.
Let's get a goddamn suite. So I asked, I was like, can we just get 2 rollaways? They're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, oh, okay. And the upgrade price, it's only 2 nights, so we're not splurging that much. And we have 5 people in our room.
Yeah,
So
and
it's...
the suites are accommodating for 5. You don't need the rollaway beds because you have a king bed.
But I wanted everyone to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Right?
So a king bed, 3 of us could fit there, and then on the couch, 2 people can be there. Just cozy up. Mm-hmm. But the rollaways were actually really, really good.
Yeah, so I was like, I get rooms not to shove people in them to like save money.
So
I want comfort for
Luckily,
everyone.
I mean, we're not doing it like Anime Con. You know?
This is a
We're adults.
vacation.
We're adults.
Basically, yeah.
We're old men.
We-
We need to
we-
rest our backs.
luckily at the point where we don't have to stuff and have a cuddle puddle to go to a convention, we can actually have everybody be comfy, their own bed, roll away.
Those were romantic days, you know. The first cons you ever went to, I mean, you just couldn't afford
Yeah, so you
the convenience of
just sleep with each other
Yeah.
in the trauma machine. At MagFest.
just make a big stinky room full
That.
of
You'll never
people.
forget the smell.
You're just happy to be there. But yeah, the smell gives you the PTSD that in turn makes you get a good job so that you can pay for an expensive hotel room.
It's not just a smell; it's like the temperature. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
it
what
gets
you
warm.
put it
It's
to.
always warm.
The second you go in there, it's like a tropic.
Yeah,
Amazon.
where will that humidity come from?
There's like a macaw in the corner. You're like, what is going on?
The smells are hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like, you really have to learn through experience from knowing people.
I was really annoyed.
Who smells?
One year we were at Katsucon, we had 9 people in the room.
Oof.
And we got into the room one and the shower's going, and so it was like a little bit worse humidity wise.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck. Well, hopefully they'll be done soon. And we spent like 2 hours in there and the shower doesn't stop. We're like, what is going on? So we knocked and we go in, there's fucking no one in there.
Oh my god.
They left it on to
What?
try and get rid of smell because they smoked in the bathroom.
Oh, bathroom boys!
Fucking idiots.
Que horrible.
That is a waste of water.
Yeah, seriously.
Dang.
And it obviously added to the whole tropical
Tropical thunder.
feel of the room.
Damn.
Anyway, after Jeff did some problem solving,
Yeah, I'm like, all right,
money throwing around,
let's just throw more money at our problem, and we got our suite, which was nice. Which is basically
it was super nice. The
Oh,
suites are
dude, that suite
great.
ruled.
it
2
was
rooms.
basically two of the small handicap rooms side by side,
Yeah.
maybe a little bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, you get 2 rooms, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. We
You get
our
a living
sleeping
room and a
Our
sleeping room.
MagFest standard, which is sleep room and party room.
yeah.
That's right.
This time just combines in one. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
MagLabs is a microcosm of Mag Prime in so many ways.
Yeah,
you know,
it
from the
is.
rooms that you get to the size.
Yeah, so then I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is what we wanted to do at MagFest. Why does make
Test
this
it out.
our laboratory?
Yeah.
Mag
Exactly.
Laboratories.
Oh, it's a great.
Yeah, because usually
Great way to
for
put
the
it.
suites, I'm hesitant to pull it because of that whole sleeping arrangement, having one bed.
Yeah, I was
the
worried
couch
too.
thing,
Yeah,
too,
one
but-
king size bed. I was like,
But it went well,
It was
and
alright.
things started getting more excited for me because I was at work just checking my phone and seeing the pictures of the suite. Like, oh, hey. Things got a little bit better now. And I actually didn't rush to get to MAGLabs. Like after work, I just took my time. Richard wasn't
his
ready.
time.
Yeah, took his time. We
I was like,
both-
where are you?
Yeah, I was wondering. I was excited for you guys to get here.
I mean, we mentioned it before, but like we literally all live like what, half an hour drive
than
away.
that.
or
Less
so.
than that. Well,
Yeah.
traffic makes it bad, but less than that.
Yeah, it's nice to have a con like right in your backyard.
Oof,
Which-
which
love
so comfy. Yeah, there's no stress to like get there early and beat out crowds.
Yeah.
You go whenever you want, and we definitely took advantage of that. We even like messaged like, does anybody else need anything else, and tried to do a run beforehand.
And if you forget stuff, which I did, you drive home
yep,
and come back.
yep.
I left my camera batteries at home, so I was like, oh,
Oh,
I
That
gotta
was
go
funny.
home.
recently I did a big cross country road trip, and I decided I'll bring my camera, and then I realized in Oregon that I left my SD cards at home, so I had no SD cards for my camera,
That's so rough.
but I bought one.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, it was fine.
Convenience. Just
but
throw money at the problem.
you're always gonna lose something, man.
We got. So what time did I end up getting there? 9 p.m. I think.
Pretty late.
This is late.
Yeah.
Pretty late. So we set up the room. Since we were saying you heard how much stuff we brought. We were setting everything up.
Yep.
Putting the table here,
Lights.
lights. Thank you to the Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Courtesy of Nelson.
Did not sponsor. We had to buy those lights next time though.
they
Home
have
Depot.
a good selection of party lights at the Home Depot.
Oh, yeah.
They have good decorations.
They do.
Yeah.
And once that holiday passes, you got about a week, and that discount,
the clearance.
the clearance section is
Yeah. So
Is it
amazing.
lit? Would you say it's
we didn't
lit?
go all out with the lights this time around because our MagFest lights. If people saw our
Go check
The
out the
recap
MagFest post review.
footage,
Yeah,
I've
and there
been-
you can see it.
been meaning to put more videos up.
I got a video coming.
Yeah,
We
so
all
it's-
do.
Yeah.
We all do.
We'll
Yeah,
do
but
it.
for MagFest we used Bluetooth lights that synced up to the
Wi-Fi
music.
lights.
Wi-Fi lights
God, that was so good.
that
They're
synced up to the
the-
music. But this time it was just decorative lights, Christmas lights on the wall.
I don't
just
think they were Christmas
constant
lights. I think
lights.
they were especially like
No, the
party
green,
lights.
green red one is Christmas lights.
Is that? I don't think that's a Christmas.
I mean,
light.
it was Christmas season,
Whatever.
but
And those aren't lights; those are lasers.
those
going.
lasers you can use them all purpose.
Yeah.
all purpose.
And
Oh,
so
could someone also explain the VJ setup we had? What was
Oh,
running on
yeah.
the TV?
So I was like, every TV, every DJ needs. We learned at MagFest when you have a DJ set up and you have a hotel TV there, like we can just put some videos, some visuals.
yeah.
So at first our VJ was Nelson's picture folder. Just going through his folder. I'm like,
Just
Nelson, what are you doing?
Slideshow.
Just slideshow of everything and anything.
And then I wanted to get the perfect VJ, which I found out is a really good PlayStation 4 theme. Tropical skeletons dancing. We found out that like those skeletons dancing, like they sync up to any BPM. Any BPM. I'm
It's
like,
like-
wow, they're in sync. What the hell?
Yeah, but they're like shuffling. They're doing like
They're popping and
subtle-
locking,
Yeah.
they're twerking.
Like they fit any song.
They
So,
go
like,
through every dance style.
I was about to buy it on the PS4. I was like, wait, there's an easier solution. So I just opened up Nelson's laptop, opened up like a YouTube repeater like website. Yeah, loop it. It just had some like demo themes just looping, and that dude like kept going through the menus.
Yeah, in order to, I guess the guy that recorded it, in order to keep it from, I guess, dying down, just kept pressing right or held right. So it's just cycling through the the PlayStation options while these
God.
skeletons dance. At first, because Nelson brought his PS4, and it was right next to the laptop, and I thought it was his PS4.
I did too.
And I kept looking at the PS4 and something looked off because there was only one cable coming out of it, the power cable. And I was like, how the fuck is this connected? And it took me an hour to figure it out until you guys finally told me there was a YouTube video on loop. And that really brought the feeling of the,
Oh, it was
the
so good.
mini party room.
And
'Cause,
we
like,
turned off the lights, and the lights
lights
are
off.
on.
Yes.
Well, that was before you guys came in because Richard's the one with the flight deck with the DJ
Yeah.
equipment that we actually need. So we were waiting for him to set up fully.
Yeah. But like when I walked in, you guys still had it going. I think with Nelson's laptop or something, or no, your laptop. I thought you guys had
laptop.
it. Yeah.
Nelson's laptop.
So when I walked in, it was already set
Pretty
up.
late.
It was
9,
great.
10.
Yeah.
You came at 9. You hung out for an hour. So mind you, we haven't gone down to
Oh yeah. We.
Sorry, guys.
MagFest.
I think Paul's the only one that enjoyed MAGLabs on Friday. The actual MAGLabs proper.
Yeah, what did I do on Friday?
We got our badges and then we went straight to our room
Yeah.
afterwards because
Yeah.
we were still setting up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those badges, by the way. Damn.
Oh, and you know what we were doing? We were drinking. That was what we were doing.
Right.
So you were
All
enjoying
makes
MAGLabs.
sense now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah,
we all went to get our badges like at various times.
But,
Well, I
'cause
had
was
to
still
rush.
setting
You
up.
had to rush before they closed, so it was maybe like
I
It
got
was
my-
at 9:30,
I,
9:40.
no,
Yeah.
like
Because I rushed down within the last.
because
10
I went
minutes,
after you did, and I was like really cutting it too.
Yeah, but you went down like 9:50 because I went back up and I'm like, yo, go. Hurry.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
And the Paul, did you like the badges?
I thought the badges were cool. I know they were pointy and they were heavy because they were fucking circuit boards with AA batteries in them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess the outfits I was wearing and I never hurt myself on them really.
The badges were interesting. It was just a circuit board, and the only thing that made it clunky was in order to power it, they added 2 receptors for the AA batteries. They
Yeah.
could have picked some other type of battery, man.
Yeah, like a watch battery or something.
I think
Yeah.
that was the cheapest one. I bet.
Oh yeah, that's probably
Oh,
the cheapest
yeah.
option, but it made it so clunky and heavy.
Well, the good thing is that it lasted the entire weekend. You didn't have to change batteries.
I don't know. I took the batteries
I'm
out.
assuming.
That was heavy. That was dragging me down. I put that on and I felt the weight.
I just
and
tied
it
it around
made
my
me
waist.
sad.
You put it through the belt loops.
It just made me so sad.
Aw.
It
But then,
made me sad.
yeah, it'd be cutting up the pants.
I was sad because they had this great idea for the badges, but only a few choice staff members actually knew how to properly program them, and they had panels set for programming your badges and learning how to fully use them. And you could even go to the makerspace and solder parts on if you paid a little bit extra for additional parts to attach to your badge. But it never really got completed. And as part of the labs part, they're experimenting with this concept. So they didn't have all the infrastructure in place and the knowledge.
So
I think
the
it calls
the
too
volunteers.
much. It asks way
It's a
too
lot of
much
work.
of attendees.
which brings me back to my original point of MAGLabs. MAGLabs, I've heard many rumors, and probably true from like other staff members too, that MAGLabs is the reason why they do Mag Classic and MAGLabs. It's run a con, right? There's always some profit involved. Outside of that, they're doing it to test everything. They want to test new volunteers to come. They want to teach them how to run a small sales con
Yeah.
when so they can get ready for MAGFest. Which honestly, MAGFest is huge.
It's
Yeah.
big.
Massive.
It's big. So they run a small scale thing so everyone can get comfortable and they can try some new things. Like last year,
Teamwork.
last year's MAGLabs, they
Procedure.
had what was it? Squid's game show?
Yeah.
His
The
Nickelodeon
game
like
Nickelodeon's versus
Yeah,
or
the-
MagFest,
Magverse.
MAGLabs versus
yeah. So
something like that.
I think they were experimenting that there and then they brought it to MAGFest.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
that was something they did. These badges, also a prime example, because they had these badges at MAGFest last year.
They
It
did.
was
They
like
had
the supporter.
programmable badges.
But the joke,
yeah.
not the joke, the thing that everyone was saying was like, "What? How is this working? How does this work? It's
Yeah.
not working."
Yeah.
And everyone's like laughing. It's like, "Oh, I don't know."
They don't give you instructions.
They don't.
It's a mystery.
And the moment I got to MAGLabs and I took the elevator up, people were talking about the badge. Like, "Oh, look at this badge." It's like, is it working? And some other dude kind of made a little offside comments like, "Oh, it's just MAGFest. It's not working yet." So
Yeah.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do. I guess they're trying to really debunk that badge out. So
Yeah.
hopefully it can get working by real MAGFest.
yeah,
But they need to do something that is functional, not something you have to make functional. Like, the point
The
is
novelty
about,
seems kind of fun.
Yeah, the novelty is fine, but if you're given like if they were to give you a working one, as in one that came with the screen already or came with functions, then people can start testing stuff out. Like generic stuff, they can do the Konami code. Like somebody even commented that. It's like I put in the Konami code, didn't do anything.
and that was in
right.
that MagFest 2017 earlier this year. That was you could do the Konami code on those.
And guess
it
I
would work
recall.
something.
Yeah, but these new ones you couldn't. And for like one chunk of time, like early Friday, Nick Shoemate and we got our badges to like light up to different. We got them to work theoretically, and you could change the color of the LEDs on the
Yeah.
badge, and then you could make them brighter or not so bright.
I had that once.
And it only worked for a little bit, and then it stopped working.
Yeah,
It was
I had that
disappointing.
when I was when the guy was teaching me how to use it at the registration.
Oh, yeah.
Because I guess there was no line, so the guy had some time to tell me like, hey, you could press up, down, left, right, A, B, or I don't know how to.
Yeah,
Something-
something like that.
Something like that, you have to program very basic, intuitive things,
And-
like
Yeah.
down right and press a button and have it like if it has noise function, have it say Hadouken.
That would be
something
great,
like
yeah.
that people intuitively know as a person that enjoys games to try out, or Konami Code and
And
etc.
apparently they were saying like you can go to a website to try it out to learn more. Apparently, I think Robert went to that website and like he said he didn't learn anything from that
Yeah.
website. Like the website didn't really offer any information.
Yeah, it was there. Nick went to that website too, and there was a link for a manual, I think, and there was no manual.
Yeah, for something like that, you give them basics and you let people figure it out. Because
Yeah.
even if it's you can tell people basic information like do X Y Z and it'll make noise. Do X Y Z and the lights
Yeah,
will turn on.
so it's like the
and then
old-
people will experiment.
It's like old video games.
Yeah,
Back then
old
when you're
point-
like, hey, you
point
can
click
do this.
adventure games.
Yeah, you can do this to get duplicate Pokemon.
yeah.
I didn't know that. You can't look that stuff up. Well, you could, but like the only reason I learned all those video game stuff is through people word of mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they still have to have a core basic function so that everyone can universally make a certain
something,
noise.
yeah.
And then when somebody either randomly presses awkward buttons and gets a different noise, then they start testing, and that
Yeah.
includes it. But if people don't have that understanding, they have to like build it up to then be able to get to the second part of testing with it. I think it's just too much.
They need
and
something
don't
as
make
like
it heavy. Oh my god, do not make it heavy because
Well, the thing about MagFest is that I think you have to pay the extra fee, the extra like help out MagFest.
The support,
Right, the-
Supporter badge.
yeah.
That's how you get it. Otherwise, you
screen.
get
But
it
even
normal.
even the full weekend badge was very heavy.
yeah.
Without. The
Oh, I'm talking
extra
about
parts.
normal MagFest.
normal badges.
Okay. Oh yeah, for this upcoming Mag
Yeah.
Prime.
Last year was, or 2007, it was 17.
Yeah.
You had to pay the supporter badge to get that badge.
Yeah.
to get the technical.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what they do for MagFest.
I just wanted
2018.
to work.
Yeah, it would be nice if it was simple and it was like I want it to be the most refined version of this idea yet.
Because it has Wi-Fi on it, so I'm assuming like it's supposed to auto connect to Wi-Fi routers and stuff.
Yeah, because like walking around the convention, it would randomly just like start flashing, or it would seem to like pick up on some kind of data,
Yeah,
and it would just be like, oh, you're in the hotel room, then all of a sudden it just starts flashing blue randomly, and
Yeah.
then you're like, whoa, what's going on with yours?
I want it to be a Tamagotchi. You get an egg
Oh,
at the
hell
beginning,
yeah.
and then at the end of the convention, you get your little baby Magfest.
depending on what you did.
Yeah, depending on where you went and where you did.
That would
You
be
might
so
get a little
cool.
spawnling. You might get a little angel.
You might
who
get
knows?
a little poop.
I can see them doing it as like, or maybe even just simplifying it. So like, the one with the controller buttons is the supporter badge, and the everyday badge for like the con attendees, maybe just 4 buttons. And like if they attend a panel, they'll have like a voting thing or something along those
actually,
lines.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Being
oh,
able to-
press 1, 2, 3, 4.
The badges were very cool like that. There was a Twitch plays Pokemon panel where it wasn't Twitch playing Pokemans, but it was everybody with their badges. Because you could use the directional pad on the badge after
Oh.
typing a code in this panel.
That's actually very dope.
and
At
then
MagLabs?
yeah, it was at MagLabs, and I was
Oh.
very drunk, and I was trying to play it, and it was chaos.
nice.
it was
That's
great.
actually really cool.
It was like 2 a.m. and people were playing this shit
See,
on
I
a
didn't know
projector.
about that.
That's a good. Oh, the 2 a.m. thing is a good point. That
Yeah.
even though we're saying we got there late, that was the start of MagLab.
It's a 24/7 con.
That's pretty
That's when it kicked
prime
off.
time. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's when all the arcades were everything was set up and
Yep.
people were just going to concerts, walking around, meeting up with people.
Oh,
And
yeah.
settling in at that point. Like,
Yeah.
when I pulled in, these
People were still arriving.
people were arriving with, the dolly
Same thing
carts.
like you.
And I'm looking at what they have. They have, like, stringed instruments, like box saxophones. Like, you can tell that they have, like, a lot of, like, real instruments. Like, I'm like, hey, are you guys playing anything? They're like, I think we're going to play in the hotel lobby.
Yep.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I heard there was
pop-ups.
like a big group.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cool. They were getting yelled at by staff to go play somewhere else because it was too loud.
Is that why they got moved to the elevator?
They were
Like,
actually they got
bottom
moved
floor?
from the elevator because I think sound was traveling up the elevator shafts.
Oh,
It was pretty cool how
That's
the
intense.
acoustics worked. Yeah.
it's better than the music that they had going on.
But yeah,
I don't know, man.
The elevator music?
It was very Bioshocky.
Yeah.
it was
That kind of-
Castlevania. There
Was
one,
it?
What?
Yeah. There was one time I was sitting in an elevator just like twiddling my thumbs. I'm like,
It's just like
this
old
isn't
time.
piano music. This is just Symphony on Night.
Oh,
Huh.
Well, dang.
I think
Yeah.
they cycled through because some of those.
Yeah.
It was just like old radio songs.
It was
from-
some very old timey jazzy swing kind of music that like, and the theme, by the way, listeners, if you did not know, the theme was very Bioshock-y. It was a
Yeah.
Bioshock kind of
like
time.
early Bioshock, not that
Rapture, not the Columbia.
the what I liked about the first night or the first night is I think there was a lot more movement because I feel for Saturday more people were at the concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
So
were a
Friday-
lot of shows.
Friday, I feel like, MagFest is still sending everyone that's arriving. Also, the people that are like performing and probably doing panels, they're also arriving.
Right.
So everyone's
they're
not-
checking out the convention.
They're either checking out or just relaxing in the hotel room because they had maybe a long commute or some sort of way. They're just everyone's relaxing. So
Yeah.
What Paul did on day zero.
yeah,
Meeting
but
up with friends, etc.
really,
I mean-
but the majority of people aren't doing day zero like we do.
Yeah.
There were some good panels on Friday night,
You checked them
specifically 12 a.m. There was let me look up guidebook, specifically called it John St. John's Sexy Naughty Late Night Party. John St. John, if you don't know, the voice actor for Duke Nukem, he made it out to this MAGLabs, which he hadn't been to a MagFest in like a couple of years. And he
I thought
would,
about that. He used to be a regular.
yeah, the first MagFest I ever went to, he did a panel, and I made a video of him. He was prank calling people with his Duke Nukem voice. Hilarious. And the next year he came, and then a couple of years didn't see him, and now here he is at MagLabs doing a
bad.
sexy late night panel. And it was like a game show where they'd ask the audience very suggestive things. It was a lot of fun. And that was at midnight, and like Wes Johnson was there. Wes Johnson, also a staple of the MagFest experience. Stop right there, Criminal Scum. This man his people all over the world would recognize his voice, and we're just so lucky that he happens to live in Bethesda, Maryland, and he just comes to MagFest every year. So you get to see some really cool people, a lot of like niche voice actors that show up to these things.
Nice. Yeah, you end up having a pretty different take on a convention from me because all that right over my head.
Yeah,
Like if you
I
don't,
get it.
if you don't tell me that it's the voice of Duke Nukem, I'm like, who?
yeah. Well, that's a lot of people. They don't really think about the person behind the voice. They just like identify with the character that person brought to life.
Which I feel like there's a hard disconnect as well.
Yeah.
Which is why like I keep saying like I don't like anime cons, right? I don't. Because like I go to like they have panels where they have voice actors, but I'm like
You don't really care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like certain
But
things.
from what I
where-
hear about like John St. John, like apparently he's a really cool dude and like his panels are fun.
Yeah,
So-
I got a little video of him. I was like, hey, John, could you say something about MagLabs? And he's like, MagLabs kicks ass.
Yeah. So like
he plays along.
what I like about the MagFest, like when they do get guests, so it's like it's a little more involved than just having them on a stage talking.
Yeah, so I
More
just basically
interactive.
try to practice, and you just gotta keep practicing. And,
Yeah, that's the kind of the thing with like the MagFest seems like they bring them in to
Socialize.
socialize, not just with some of the anime conventions or most of them rather. They seem to just put their guests kind of on a pedestal, and they don't really delve other than like,
It's-
how do I get into the industry? Yada yada.
It's
and
showcasing them and giving like fans access to them, but it's a different vibe for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I never enjoyed
Stuffy.
that.
Yeah, it is stuffy.
Yeah, MagLabs in general, their philosophy for panels is very different than your average con. In fact, there were some complaints on the MagLabs forum, the MagFest Reddit, that
Yeah, the
the
feedback
panels were too laid back. Like they were like the panel runners, they would show up late, or there would not be very many people there, so they would just be talking. And there
To
would
the audience.
yeah, or like
God
the audience.
forbid.
No, there was like it would be more like of a really laid back conversation instead of a focused, material guided thing.
Yeah, and
so
then they would lose track and
Yeah.
then start chatting instead or ask for alcohol and stuff like that.
Right. I
Which
heard
I
that's-
read all
that's-
that and I said, I want to start attending these panels.
Yeah, we said that in our post-con review. I'm like, when I heard that, I'm like, this is
kinda
what I
dope.
want. Yeah.
We walked through a few of the panels and we noticed that they were very low,
Some
like
of them
numbers.
yeah.
And they were just kind of chatting, but I literally assumed that they were just going through a PowerPoint and going through data, and I ignored it. And yeah, I guess we should have joined in this year.
Like-
We would have made it like a hoop and a holler.
I think I told you my first experience with panel at AnimeCon was like I went with my friend. I guess I could say it's Jeff the Hero. He does a lot of YouTube. He did a lot of YouTube stuff at the time, and I guess he was friends with people running the con, so he got a panel, and it was great. He's like, "Hey, you want to come on a panel?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll show up." What the hell? I got up on stage, and as he was doing his panel, I was just doing shots with my friend on stage. I just had a big bottle. I'm like, I like panels.
Yeah, if you can control it, make it fun. Like if you want to make it educational, sure. But
You know what we
definitely-
need?
Go ahead.
We need a Red Panda Party
I
panel.
know. Now
We-
about it.
We
It's weird.
need one.
Like right before this, we were at dinner and we were
Yeah.
just discussing that. But
We
would
could
just
do a DJ set and then
No, it would just be a
Questions?
house party. We would just do a panel house party, and that way we can't get shut down. We can't get a noise complaint, and it's just part of the.
Move all the chairs to the wall.
Yeah, like stack them up
Oh
like gym.
yes.
Like it's like what you did at gym in school.
Just,
And then at the end,
just in reverse. You just stack them up.
at the end of the panel, we turn the lights on. We say, "All right, everybody, grab a chair, put it back in its place," and we build the room back up and dip out.
And then the next panel comes in.
Next panel comes in.
We just hand out Capri Suns as everybody's leaving.
Yeah.
Just a big box.
With a business card stuck to it.
Ooh, very good.
I
Very
knew
good.
it.
And oranges.
And oranges.
Pen pending. The Red Panda Party pen pending panel. But yeah,
That's a lot of
the
peas.
MAGLab definitely a different feel in everything they do,
Yeah.
which is what I love so much about it. You do get to see the guests in a more close, personal setting, and the guests that they get are more aware of that, I think.
They're cool
So-
people. Yeah, they
Yes.
get cool guests.
And then, so after that, you did then do a 2 a.m. panel with the Pokemon Twitch Plays thing?
Oh yeah.
Was that Friday night?
After the Friday night panel, things are kind of hazy. There was this one panel. I did have this moment where
Of clarity.
No, it wasn't very clear. It was 2 a.m. It was called a panel called "Would You Kindly Paul?"
Oh,
and there's this whole phenomenon where everyone there's like a religion, if you will,
Of Paul.
like a subculture of Paul.
I looked at the
That's my name, by the
MagFest
way.
Discord recently, and they
Yeah.
just have a channel said Paul. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this?
There's a guy who's gonna walk. There's a guy at every MagFest walking around with name tags that say Paul on them, and he just sticks them on your chest. And
You know what? I remember seeing.
there's a website for it. And this panel, it was basically just a circle of nerds talking, and I was very inebriated. So I sit down in this very specific social situation, and there were things.
cult.
It was basically a cult. No, for real. It was like one guy started saying some really problematic shit, and it just upset me, and I was almost gonna throw up, so I had to leave. I was like, "This is such a bad vibe right now. I have to leave."
Weird.
But that was just
Interesting.
me. I think everyone else had a good time. You know, no, not talking shit to the whole Paul thing, but that was weird. That was like
Yeah.
the worst part for me. It
But
was
you
just
have
that
it
one
in.
weird moment.
Your name is Paul.
Yeah, I know. That's the funniest part. Like, I couldn't stand it.
I was talking
Like, this
to,
is not for me.
Yeah, I was talking to Alice. I was like, "Where'd Paul go?" He's like, "Oh, he went to a panel about Paul." I was like, "What's that about?" He's like, "Oh, it's just guys named Paul that are gonna go to this panel."
It's
I was
not.
like,
There's maybe like one guy named Paul.
"It was you."
It was me.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, that'll be great for him." He'll meet other
Savior
Pauls.
to save us all.
That would have been great for him. I'm like, what's that?
There will be other Pauls. I'll finally feel accepted.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I can kind of pass. I'm like,
You could do Paul versus Paul next.
Yeah, who's the better Paul?
Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah, they become your friend.
Alien versus Predator.
I disappear and they become your friend.
I saw that
Good
movie by the
grief.
way. I went to see that movie with my mom. She loved it.
Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, she loved the Alien
in 2004 or something. Like,
Yeah, I was in middle
So
school.
sad.
I was in middle school. I think I needed her to get in because it was like PG-13. I was probably 12. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, Paul, while you were at your little Paul con,
We've just been being bad in our hotel.
Oh,
our
and then
hotel room.
sorry, one
No,
more
go
thing.
ahead.
The Twitch Plays Pokemon thing was at the My Badge Does What? Extending Your Badge panel at 2:15 a.m., which I went to after the Paul panel. and I was able to like regain my I was able to
Composure
yeah.
and feel.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm playing Pokemon now. And then I went to sleep.
Oh, but that's strange that they did it so late.
Yeah, it was late. Yeah, dude. And then like Thursday night, I was up till 5 a.m.
Because I feel like they know.
Yeah, they know.
They know
They
that
know.
people are. It's gonna be like Paul and going to the Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a video game convention. Most of the people who attend these things, they already have weird hours.
Which is part of the
Or
interesting...
they're in the console room.
Or
Yes.
Which is
like,
24/7,
they're either just
so-
playing games and ignoring all the other humans, or they're partying with the people who would stay up and play games, but they're here to just drink and have a good time.
Yeah, I'm always interested about that because most other conventions close down.
Yeah.
Like even if you still have access to the,
Because then you have to start entertaining yourself.
Yeah.
At that point.
yeah, but like I think Anime USA has been the only one that I've ever been to that's been 24 hours just because they leave the game room open and people are still
They
walking
don't.
around.
They
But I don't
close
think
it, but they close
I don't think
it
they do it
late.
anymore.
They close it late.
Yeah.
While they were at the Hyatt Regency, I think they left it 24 hours
Oh.
because I remember that.
It costs money too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. I know I bounced around between the room, listening to some music, drinking. Definitely went around with Alex. I don't know what it is, but like arriving at a convention right at the beginning, me and Alex, like Randy Gamer.
The Randy Gamer.
Yeah. I don't know if it's that we both want to start drinking pretty heavily, like right at the beginning.
Well,
we
Alex was already drinking though.
yeah, and I
He
had
was
to
already-
catch up,
So-
and I had to catch up. But we still just had this little bond of like, let's go fuck around. And,
Yeah.
and Alex is like, you want to go walk around drinking? And I'm like, yeah. Anything he suggests, I'm just like, yeah. And then we go do it.
That was MagFest 2017 earlier this year. Day 0.
Oh yeah, you and me.
You had
Alex, that's
that
right.
minion bag hiding the 40.
That's funny.
Redacted.
That
Oh,
exact
man.
time is when I want to be as far away from Pedro and Alex as much as possible.
That's why it's a good time for us. It's our bonding time because no one wants to be with us.
You had that 40 in the Cooper cooler, and it didn't fit at all. It was
Still got cold.
cold.
Still got cold.
It still got cold.
Like that's when I leave. I'm like, time to go.
time to go.
So Alex and I did that. I guess that's why I remember it fondly because like we were just walking around talking to different people, saying some horrendous things, and checking out everything related to MAGLabs. It was a bit of it was a bit of a downgrade from last year because like
The sales floor felt a little smaller, or it was
vendor's
either
floor.
Vendor
either-
smaller,
Or they pushed it.
games
or was more
smaller.
consolidated. One or the other.
Console room, I'd say it's about the same.
It was pretty nice.
I think
it was nicely
consolidated.
furnished.
LAN room severely undergraded,
Really?
downsized because there was no hammocks.
Yeah.
Oh, they know. Oh man.
I mean,
God.
they had about the same amount of computers.
Yeah, you had the same amount of computers. You know,
Everything
people-
was the same.
Everything was the same.
The right side was very bare.
but no hammocks.
Yeah, the guy that I guess volunteers. He was the one that brought the hammock last year, and he said, "Oh, I forgot."
Did someone barf in it?
No, nobody.
No, I mean, it's a lot of like he brought a lot of hammocks.
Oh yeah.
So
Maybe we can sign up for a hammock room, a panel, hammock panel.
Oh shit, that'd be tight.
Yeah.
What were it's
And
just
play like Tropical House.
Oh
yes!
we can make pina coladas.
Yeah, I think that's what our panels would be. It's just like different experimental
It's just an
parties.
hour
Yeah.
of just relax.
super experimental
RPP
DJ.
presents Margaritaville.
Yeah, we'll have fun with that. But yeah, after we walked around, we went back to the hotel room. We went through different floors, just looking for different room parties.
Yeah. You follow the sound.
Yeah, you got to follow the sound. You got to follow the people. And you definitely make judgment calls where like some people get off on at a certain floor. They're like, "Yeah, we're having a party here," and then you just start judging them. And you're like, "I'm not that big into Mario," because they're like dressed as Mario. So you're just like, "No, thanks though." And then you get off with the bronies.
Yeah, the bronies know how to party, man.
So after that, it got late pretty quickly, and I got hungry. So I think did we do Grubhub that night? I think we did.
You got no.
I did.
Oh, you guys did afterwards.
Yeah.
So Nelson went and got pizza.
Yeah.
You guys didn't
Pizza
have any.
boy.
No.
I had to go home to get my battery chargers for my camera.
Oh.
So that was like an hour.
Did you leave really late?
I left at like 10.
So your
11.
spot didn't get taken when you left?
It got taken, but,
But
I
there was another
like-
spot.
I was like, I bet people that came for the day probably went home by now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna just have to take their spot.
Dude,
Nice.
you just
got
figured out
lucky.
the psychology of parking at MAGLabs so well.
Mind game, man.
You got that shit figured out.
And so I got back at 11, Everyone ate the pizza. There were 5 slices left. 5 small slices. Very small slices.
So maybe like 2
Ryan.
proper size
Yeah, so I ate it.
slices. Fucking Ryan. He
I
wasn't
ate
even gonna
them.
sleep that
He's
night.
like, we gotta save
He
some
wasn't
of
even
these.
gonna go to MAGLabs. He didn't want to go.
And then like
crashed.
I have a video of him saying, "Ryan, in the future, don't come to MAGLabs again."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he seemed. I don't know. I think he had a good time.
And then, yeah, I guess, so I got back around 11, and I was like, well, time to catch up.
Yeah. So
Everyone's been drinking. I get back to the bar. I'm like, why is our alcohol almost empty? What the hell? I just bought this bottle. I was like, well, time to open the Everclear and kill everybody.
Oh my god, this was the Everclear con.
Yeah.
For real. Nick Shoemate brought some. My room had some Everclear.
It's not great. But
not great.
Virginia sells it now, so
Why not?
And it's the
not?
real stuff. It's not some
no,
fake
it's not.
bullshit.
Not quite the real stuff. It's
Oh.
one step down, 151.
It's
Oh.
enough.
It's not 191.
enough.
But they're both bad. Don't drink Everclear.
Yeah, I mean it's just bad.
But-
you make a mixed drink and you put a little splash of Everclear in it, and you don't really taste it,
No, you do.
but then you feel it.
But oops.
I don't know how I didn't. I went through this whole con without vomiting, and I don't know how.
Good
I
job,
did that.
Paul.
Yeah,
job.
I'm gonna listen to this in 2 years and be so ashamed of myself. There's still.
Like MagFest vomited every single day.
That's gross. As per MacFest tradition, I brought my cocktail shaker, and then I wanted to make this cocktail I saw on YouTube, Binging with Babish.
Oh, yeah.
He went with, he was doing the It's Always Sunny in Philly episode where he was mixing drinks that they make on the show.
Oh,
One of them was fight juice, right juice?
Riot juice.
Riot
Riot
juice.
juice.
Oh,
What's
Where-
inside that?
They have like a clear plastic gallon of water bottle,
Oh,
and all they put is, as they quote in the show, it's like fine grain alcohol and sport drink.
sounds like my kind of
Blue
drink.
sport drink.
blue sport
But
drink.
gotta stay hydrated.
What the Benjamin Babbage did, he just, he was like, he always makes the recipe better if it's just dog shit. So he got Everclear to maintain that strong grain alcohol. He got blue curacao, which is very commonly used in cocktails, and more alcohol to have the Everclear.
Oh.
And
man.
what else did he add? He added pineapple juice. We had some weird
Ooh.
The
It was pineapple juice. Mango pineapple
It was like
juice.
mango pineapple, yeah.
So I made it, and I can't. Everclear is still harsh. Like I can't pronounce how like harsh that stuff is. So I was just at the end of the day, I was just mixing random stuff.
Fair enough.
Was
So-
it good though? Was it a good? Did you have a good drink?
I didn't have it.
Oh, you didn't? Did you
Oh.
not finish it?
No, I just gave it to other people.
Oh no.
I gave one to you.
Oh, poor Paul.
Was that the night that Nelson and I had our conversation?
No.
Or was that Saturday night?
That's Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, that was Saturday night.
So yeah,
remember any
Friday
of that.
night for us. I think it just ended getting Grubhub food.
Grubhub food. There's pizza. We were making drinks. We were DJing.
Yeah.
We were taking turns DJing. Nelson was DJing. I was DJing. Richard was DJing.
Was this Friday night?
Yep.
Yeah.
still.
Okay, we're still on Friday.
But
Gotcha.
this is what we were just winging it because we didn't have
Yeah.
sets ready. We were just playing random
It was
stuff.
just practicing, testing it out.
People
we had
were coming through. Not a
Mostly
lot
had
of people.
friends. Mostly had like friends coming back through the room.
Friends of
catching
friends,
up.
yeah.
Friends of friends.
yeah.
And at some point, we all left the room. I went back down. I started playing Hearthstone for a few hours. I don't know what y'all did.
Did you bring your PC?
No, I
No.
just logged into one of the public free ones.
Oh, they have public ones.
Yeah, because me,
Nice.
Nelson, and Richard actually went down and we were playing Unreal Tournament.
Oh yeah,
Oh
computer.
shit! Hell
Like-
yeah, man!
And then after that, I just logged in. They advised me, it's like, don't log in, don't log in. I'm like, why? And I just logged in.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Keyloggers, man. You know how easy those things are to install?
Equifax already has all my info anyway, so.
Oh yeah,
Blah,
fuck
blah.
you, Equifax.
And so, like, after I played for a few hours and went back to the room, our friend Robert was asleep with all lights on. Like, he took one of the rollaway beds, he
Yeah.
put it down. It comes with, like, a little buckle.
Yeah.
But the sheets are tucked in. He didn't untuck them. He just slipped himself in like a foot into a sock and fell asleep. You didn't even notice he was there. I think Jeff and Richard and everyone came back to the room, acted as if they didn't know he
No
was
one was
there.
asleep?
They
Yeah.
acted as if the room was open to
I asked him, I'm like, hey, you gonna be okay? You think I'll sleep. I'm like, okay. You want me to turn off? It was like, I asked him, he's like, do you want me to turn off the lights? He's like, no.
Oh, weird dude.
Okay.
Robert's chill. He's
Yeah.
very flexible.
I mean, it was.
Well,
was
it's his
relatively
time to
late.
relax. Like I
Yeah.
said, he had a stressful couple weeks, so he's
Yeah.
like, I wanna
Dude, he's a great
Wanna relax.
dancer.
Yes.
Robert, if you're listening, you bust moves, man.
Yeah, and got us shut down, stomping on the damn floor.
Oh, that was Ryan too. Ryan was
Jump
just
style.
jumping and slamming on that fucking floor just to be an asshole. And it might have been the giant speaker that was thumping on the floor as well.
It's the giant speaker.
I mean, yeah, those house beats, man.
The speaker was a new addition, and we feel bad blaming it on the first time.
Should we get a speaker stand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, get that shit off the ground.
I mean, we could have put it like on the ottoman
Yeah, oh yeah, that's one way.
in retrospect.
Nah, we need that for our feet, thank you.
But what happened on Friday? It's just
That
like
It got real
We ended
hazy
the night.
after.
we
like,
hung about it.
We went to sleep.
I think I played some arcade games. One, and then
we just
went to
passed
bed.
out. We went to bed.
We were still up late.
Yeah, I took the rollaway, the second rollaway.
I mean, that's why I got
great.
two. Yeah.
And that was the end of our Friday. It was pretty jam packed, even though it was.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And then Saturday, I think, was very similar, but I think faster. Because
slower.
For you?
For well, you know why? Because we woke up around 10.
Yeah.
Man,
We
y'all slept real late.
We didn't do anything though.
Yeah. I mean, we
Until-
woke up,
like,
we got food.
We woke up, we got delivery.
Ordered food again.
Grubhub or
Played
Grubhubs.
played everybody's golf.
we played everyone's golf while in bed.
Yep.
We played
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah.
Super Gun arcade games with
Yep.
the arcade.
You guys
hardware.
did that. I left. I went to play Hearthstone again.
You went to go play Hearthstone, but
Are you talking about Saturday?
Yeah,
this
we
is
never
Saturday
left the
midday.
room until it started getting dark, and you wanted to go giant.
Dude, I
Well-
was in my room until like 5 or 6 or
Yeah,
7 p.m.
exactly, so that's
Saturday.
what happens. Everyone-
It was all hotel for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not like con space.
I went to play
Least until
Hearthstone.
the evening.
I guess similar, because I went to play Hearthstone, and that was just me and myself and playing Hearthstone. And then Alex messaged, and we were like, "You want to go to the pool?" Yes.
Oh, you guys went to the pool.
I should have gone to the pool. Shit.
The pool at MAGLabs is super tight. It's half indoors, half
Yeah,
outdoors.
you could swim outside.
Yes, and so the pool is slightly heated, but MAGLabs weekend was chilly.
It was chilly as fuck. I didn't
Yes.
dress for it.
That's why I
man.
didn't want to go.
God.
Like if
To the pool?
yeah.
Oh no, it was so
and
tight.
I forgot it from home. But like,
Just
if,
put on
if
regular
you said
shorts.
they had I did that at Zenkai before. But if they had like a hot tub, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go
no
to the pool.
hot tub.
Because like you go in the pool.
I
you be
know.
cold, and
I
you
was.
go hot tub.
There's like space for it, and they just didn't have
Yep.
one. Damn.
But the water is sort of like heated, which is fine.
Yeah,
and
but it's not a hot tub. with
No,
the
but
jets.
what you do is you go outside. It was super chilly. It's like a hot tub
that's
in
not,
comparison.
that's
Okay.
no.
Learning how to make do.
What was great is me and Alex were walking around, like, swimming around, and we would just find where the water was being like fed in the heat.
Uh-huh.
And we would just stand by that vent
Nice.
and then sink down into it.
Yes.
And then once you got back up, it's like, oh, it's cold again.
Yeah.
And we just hung out there. Not many people, like 3 other people that
Yeah.
went, ended up going to the pool.
Let's chill.
And then, I left and went back up to the room. So literally, first half of Saturday was just us chilling out.
Yeah.
Hanging
All right,
out.
Even-
and I enjoyed it, man. Like,
Yeah.
we had a panini
That's-
press in my room, and we were making sandwiches.
We were watching,
I was just taking it easy. I was taking
no
naps. It was good.
We did end up leaving. Jeff, me, and Richard.
Oh, before
and
that,
Robert.
I went down with Richard. I'm like, hey, want to go check out the con? I'm like, yeah. I should get some footage for
Yeah, for
our
some
stuff.
B-roll.
Yeah, get some B-roll. So yeah, we did check everything out. We walked through the board game room. A lot of people used all those tables to play board games, to hang out, eat
Yeah.
food.
Yeah,
It's a
console
popular
wise.
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
People really dig that stuff.
Elevator, basement floor. They were playing the band,
jazz,
the live,
yeah.
live.
Yeah, everybody with live instruments.
They were playing, not Hearthstone,
I was
Undertale music. I'm like, that's nice. I'm gonna go upstairs now.
That's
You guys
another thing
go-
to note. The elevators were actually working pretty
yeah.
decent.
Yeah,
They got
Yeah.
shut
The
down
weekend.
Friday, but
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
and it was Saturday night that the alarms kept going off.
Yeah.
Because of the vapors. Or was that Friday night? I think
I think
people
that was
were
Friday.
people were vaping, all right? There was some vape pens and there was some clouds being blown, and I think the staff, the story was that those were setting off the alarms.
That doesn't make sense.
It's kind of sketchy, right?
Maybe
Yeah.
they got older style alarms.
It's just water vapor, though.
But I think it might be a change in like the atmospheric
Yeah,
pressure or
that
some
might be the
it
thickness.
could also be like CO2 sensors or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something about
some
it.
other sensor that gets freaked out because it's
just
not
water,
normal.
Water's
yeah.
not supposed to
Yeah,
get in there.
it was scary at first, and I ended up going down. I walked 20 flights down the stairs because they said, "Do not
really?
take the elevators." So
Oh,
I actually
the
got
automated sounds. Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
really good calf workout from that, and then I'm just down on the lobby floor, and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's no big deal."
It is. It wasn't. And
Yeah, it really
like,
wasn't.
There was a period of
when
time
it's-
where they had on Friday night when I
Yeah.
came back, they had
They closed off the elevators.
They had
Yeah.
volunteers stand in front of doing
it's
strong arm, body
It
arm.
was silly, and then there were also
bouncer.
firemen that came through just for standard.
But right
practice.
before that was me and Alex bonding time.
Yeah.
So the alarm's going off, and we're like, not taking the fucking stairs. Lobby, pressing that button, like alarms going off. We're in the elevator. We're like, should we
Fuck
be
it.
worried? Nah, that'll be fine. It's not going anywhere.
yeah.
It's a hot track.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Saturday we walked around, saw the board games popping, everyone playing games. Not my thing.
What about that Lego room? Lego room was
room
cool.
was-
I built a little house.
It was cool
Okay, it
to
was
go
cool.
in
Every
with your
time I went in
friends in
there-
a little group.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like...
A lot of people doing arts and crafts.
I thought it was
sitting
going to
down.
be a little kid playground for grown motherfuckers. So, but it wasn't. It wasn't really like that. It
Just
was
tables
just like,
with
yeah.
piles of Legos.
I mean, that's what I expected, but I thought more people would be in there. When I went
Yeah.
there, no one was.
That's what I mean by
No one was in
playground.
there.
Yeah, it wasn't
They
super
had the
popular.
Lego movie playing.
Oh, they did. That's cute.
They had the lights were cool. because
Yeah,
they had,
the
like,
lighting
very
was
pretty.
It was very vaporwave in there.
And I saw a lot of completed small projects, such as like the Lego blocks that spelled out fuck, the Lego blocks that spelled out boob, some like the trogdor dragon.
Oh yeah,
Like a
sweet.
lot of small like pixel stuff that people made. Someone made a little Link,
that's cute.
Yeah.
Zelda Link. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, these are kind of cool, but like no one's making stuff here.
Yeah.
I feel like that room was underutilized.
Yeah.
Walk by the escape room, people were in it. Leo was in it.
No, nice.
Leo, shouts to Leo.
I asked if I could just peek over the walls to see what's inside. It was. I got some footage. It was
aight.
It was aight. But I mean,
Yeah.
like it's kind of that make do escape room. Like you kind of make escape room with whatever you got.
I want an escape room themed Saw.
Ooh, a saw.
You got to cut off your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got like a little plastic saw, and like, all right, my arm's gone. Now what? It's like LARPing.
LARP Saw. I like
LARP
that.
saw.
Yeah. What else do they have? Walk by the other hallway. They had a VR little nook.
Yeah.
I guess that's where
That's
they set
cute.
up the vibe and stuff. They had some weird room like video games under like 4 hours, like 2 hours. Video games or film.
Huh.
I don't know what it was, but I
Game-
looked at it. It
Games
seemed,
on film, or was it
I don't
like
know what it is. I think it's like you make a game or make a film in 4 hours. Or
Oh
something
shit!
Like
I should have
what?
done that.
Yeah.
that. I think that's what that was. I'm not sure. We walked by that room. I'm like,
Cool.
huh. Then we walked by the maker's
Makerspace.
which was kind of interesting. You just see it's like a sweatshop.
It's a sweatshop for gamers.
That's soldering.
That's where all the badges for next year were made.
Volunteers, baby.
People were making stuff. I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting. I don't want to do this right now, but like it seemed cool.
Yeah.
And then walked by the other rooms, the lockpick
Lockpick.
room.
That was a popular
I-
spot.
A lot of people were there. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't go last year because I really like lockpicking. I don't know. I know you don't give a shit.
Thief.
And
Assassin's Creed.
I mean, I was still on a mission because we were
Oblivion.
just walking around. So I was in there for a little bit. A lot of people were there. If you keep walking down that hallway, you reach the end of the hotel, which is a door that leads outside to the food trucks.
Yeah.
They
Good
cycled
trucks.
food trucks. So when I went there during the day, it was like a Bangkok Thai place, Bangkok truck or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And the other one was I forgot what it's on. I didn't use that B-roll footage, but there was Bangkok and maybe some American truck place. At night,
Yeah.
we went back again. It was a place called Seoul Food, as in like South Korea Seoul.
Seoul food.
So
Yeah, that
Seoul.
Korean food truck.
So you
was
got Korean
insane.
food.
Hell yeah.
You get like bulgogi, like Korean barbecue
Bulgogi.
meat, beef. You got they had burritos.
Yeah, the Korean burritos are so good.
Oh, I think I ordered from those same people, and I got like a burrito, Korean burrito with tofu in it.
Yeah,
It was sick.
Alex
That's
had the
awesome.
cheesesteak with Korean bulgogi in it instead of the normal steak.
Nice.
I got kalbi because fuck y'all. I want to splurge. The truck next to it was American style barbecue, which
Nice.
was very tempting. But I was like, they have kalbi over here, so
Well,
I'm gonna get that.
American style barbecue was like real basic because I ended up getting from both.
Oh,
Hungry man.
I'm a hungry boy. But they were super basic. It was just like a bun, and then you get your choice of meat with sauce. and I guess they had like coleslaw options and all that, and that was actually really really good. Like real basic barbecue is amazing. Like I love how like well that sits because it just reminds me of like a backyard cookout.
Yeah.
And the Korean food was amazing because they would add a fried egg to anything.
Yeah, I had a fried egg too.
Yeah. That's such a
Fuck
great
yeah.
addition to any food,
Oh.
like egg.
What do the other rooms have? I'm trying to remember. We walked by the arcade. It's the standards.
No, I mean, after that, we pretty much rushed back to the room to, like, eat, hang out.
No,
'cause
I was
things
talking about
started-
before that.
Oh.
Before we left to go Giant, get some supplies.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, so we left the hotel, we got some supplies and came back.
Yeah.
Just like water supplies as in watermelon.
Yeah, just snacks, food,
Yeah.
drinks.
There's just
Like-
that watermelon.
Like
sitting
not
on
the
your-
drink, like the fruit.
Yeah, like-
big,
Just
like
a
a
big
big,
watermelon.
rich watermelon.
watermelon, out of season.
Big-
No, still in season.
Was it?
It's almost out of season, but
Yeah.
it's still in.
We went just because I wanted like pineapple. It was like after the pool, so I wanted like fresh stuff.
I got-
Yeah.
pineapple, blueberry.
I got
Margaritaville.
some cookies.
Yeah, we just got snacks. We got
Cool.
junk food.
Cookies.
Junk food.
It was like a break from
Yeah.
the con, yeah. And we noticed that they had a farmer's market next door, across the street, which we should have gone because apparently people had coconuts.
Coconuts
Oh,
were like
fuck.
the thing. And yeah, I was like, "Where'd you get this coconut?" And then people are like, "Right across the street." And then it's just a big long ass straw. And
No, that's a harsh walk because you gotta cross
Yeah,
a
that walk
major
wasn't fun, yeah.
It's a very
intersection.
yeah.
Then
that
it
is a
started
fake
raining.
intersection.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, it was raining too.
that's what kind of killed
No.
it all. So it was like,
I want to stay in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beauty of it is because it's local, we know where things are. So going to the Giant wasn't a big deal. And I think that's what makes MAGLabs so comfortable. Oh, we need XYZ. We know where that is. Let's go get it. If it's too out of the way, let's call somebody to bring it to us. So it was great.
Yeah.
Then that's pretty much when Saturday night starts. And Saturday nights, everybody had their... Well, Saturday night as in 7 p.m., we had messaged and said, hey, our party, we'll start a party, and we'll start it at 8.
Yeah.
And at 7 p.m., 7:02, 7:03, Nelson rushes back to the hotel room, goes through the door, and says, what time was the party? At 8 p.m.? All right, let's start it. Boom. And just literally flips a switch and starts everything going.
Nelson,
blast.
you're red
At 7 p.m.
Richard is still eating his watermelon. Like, we're just sitting there like, all right.
I was jacked. So like, at that point, basically, I had checked out like the music and rhythm games, which
Oh,
it was
yeah.
kind of lacking this year. But they had a U-Beat machine and
What was that game last year that you could wave your arms in the air and it sensed your arms?
They still have that.
Yeah, they had
They still
No,
have
that
it.
was one game, but there was another one where it had sensors and you had to like
Oh,
do
that-
big sweeping
oh,
arm movements.
I don't remember what that was called. It
God
was like an
damn.
old game.
That
At
game was
Mac-
like the
old.
power
At
up.
MAGLabs?
It was at
MAGLabs.
MAGLabs last year.
The one with the
MAGLabs.
bars. It's the octagon that you have to
Yeah.
set within the octagon.
You stand within the
Oh,
octagon.
Paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Upbeat Remix 2. Yeah, that was. They didn't have it this year. I was bummed.
Nah.
But yeah, the rhythm games. You know, they're
Rhythm
good.
games. They still had the console room had the light gun alley. They brought
Yeah,
back.
like Gun Alley. But the
So, Nelson felt a little... his muse to play music
Yeah,
was
'cause-
not quenched.
Oh, definitely
So he had
not.
to start early.
because like the guys that usually bring a lot of stuff, like they definitely halved the amount of stuff that they brought this year. Save Point, I think those guys in Maryland.
Yeah.
They're the ones with the U-Beat machines. And that big NES controller.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't bring that. They only brought like a couple
I mean,
games.
that's a lot of...
a lot of
we
stuff
we
to
did the
bring,
same.
but-
We packed light. Well, I packed light. Jeff didn't. But yeah, Nelson kicks things off earlier than normal.
So I was like,
the
couldn't
ma-
play UV. Come back upstairs, playing real music.
Richard and I are in the other room, like closing the door because we're trying to make our new set, like on the fly.
Oh yeah, you guys were on the bed.
I
Like,
got footage of that. You guys
getting-
sitting on the bed. That's what you were doing.
we're
Okay.
getting tracks.
yeah, you were
Nice.
just working out, and I kept going in and out. And I kept wondering. I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I just kept going in between the rooms. I guess they were closing the door, and I would open it. I was like, "Fuck this! I need space." Robert eventually came back to the room and showed off his dance moves.
I
We
think
lost.
Was it Robert's idea to play on the TV those
Yes.
Dance
clips?
lines, yeah.
Dance lines from the 1980s,
Yeah,
like
1990s Detroit dance
1990s
lines.
Detroit dance line, public access.
They're good.
They're really good.
Because
It was the perfect aesthetic for our entire evening.
like the music we're playing. is
Oh
in
my
that scene.
god!
Yeah.
We lost the skeletons and replaced them with dance line.
Yeah, it was an enhancement, but I mean, they
It
were
started
both
out
good,
with
but-
industrial.
Yeah, it started out with the
industrial-
industrial cybergoth dancers
Yeah,
waving their
which-
arms around.
Every 10 minutes, Robert felt he needed the need to challenge people in the room to an industrial goth dance off. So he
I just
did that
found
a
it funny.
lot.
Like people would come in, like people cycling into the room, and they'd be like, "What is going on the TV?" Because we'd be playing like some like deep house or future house, and then
On
all
the
of a sudden
TV
you just
would
see, you know,
Yeah, it would be Deep House or
just
something along
straight up
those lines.
industrial cyber goth pulsating dance moves.
Interrupted by a random white dude that just came into the room to challenge you to said dance
Yeah,
moves.
it's like, whoa, buddy, whoa.
And then in
What
the
am I
other
doing?
room, people were just the sleep side of the room. People were just chilling, talking.
I mean, that's where the drinks are. So
Yeah, and I did the same. I popped in, I popped out. I popped in, I popped out. I really liked that about our room.
Sweet, dude.
Just the flexibility. We didn't have too many people in there at once, but that's because again, groups would come in, cycle out,
cycle in and out.
cycle in and out. Which is, if I'm
fine.
doing it, most people are either doing it too. And I think I preferred that because I went to other room parties and that's pretty much what people are looking for. I mean, even the people that cycled in, I think they were more not just because of the alcohol, but because of the aesthetic of the sleep room, which is just a regular ass hotel room. It's people hanging out in their room, sitting around, talking. And I think that's a lot of what people look like. And we didn't have as many in the, like...
Because we had music and the lights were off and lights.
Yeah.
Industrial dance.
We had a few people there. We actually had, like, people that came in,
You had your
sat
neighbors.
down.
You had like four or five people that were your neighbors. They popped in.
Yeah.
And they were great.
Yeah, and
were
they
awesome.
weren't necessarily dancing, but they would just sit down and enjoy just sitting there, which I felt a little bit bad. Like I would go chat with people because I wanted to entertain them, but they were there just to enjoy that vibe of like, I'm gonna watch some dance line. I'm gonna watch this white dude like get up on there and challenge people.
Yeah.
and
we
I'm
had our
enjoy
own
that.
dance line for a little bit. It was great.
The sidestep, the waiting line.
Yeah, you got to sidestep while you're waiting in line. You got to dance while you
The
get
electric
ready to
slide.
dance.
Come on.
It was
Yeah,
so good.
I was wondering about that when I was DJing. I'm like, this dude is just sitting in that chair, just relaxing. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe that's what people.
Yo,
you know,
that guy
have-
was tight.
Yeah.
I ended up chatting with him for a while. That dude is really cool. Props to that dude.
Yeah, you play good music, you'll get some cool people showing up.
Yeah, and but in the other room parties, it was no music, all lights on. They probably had some sort of gimmick, I guess. Like one room I went to, the host had crafted their own beer.
Oh.
It was really good. It was really delicious, and people were just standing around chatting, which
Dude,
is really
forever.
nice. Yeah, and then I think I definitely do enjoy the vibe of our room, just because it does give you a space for you to go hang out and
Yeah.
enjoy music, or you could just pop into the more lively area and enjoy that talking, or just
Refresh
and you
your
chose,
drink.
yeah,
Or
or you
refresh
just
your
leave, or you just leave and go back to the
It's just,
convention,
you
do
know,
whatever you
people
want.
did that. You know, no qualms against that. I mean,
Yeah, that was tight.
Have some veggie straws and
Yeah, those veggie straws, those
the
ranch
ranch
veggie
ranch
straws.
veggie
Oh.
straws, not the sea salt.
No,
ranch.
fuck the sea salt. Ranch is where it's at.
And-
Zesty ranch.
Oof.
I guess
Sorry.
since we started early, we did end up ending early because like we got a noise complaint at 11 p.m.
when I finally,
I'm like
I'm
5
waiting for
hours
Richard.
of constant beats.
Yeah, because it's always Nelson.
It's Nelson
followed
first,
by
Richard, but Richard. Whenever Richard makes a set, he gets like 50 songs. That's like 4 hours. I'm like, Richard, I want to play. So by the time he's like, all right, I want to take a break. I'm like, all right, my turn. I get on there.
Jay always shuts us
3,
down.
4, 6 songs later, I get knocked out. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh,
God damn
damn
it.
Was it hotel staff?
It was hotel staff.
They were just
Well, I
saying
don't
like
know.
it was one.
It was like
one MAGLabs volunteer with
Uh-huh.
one person from hotel staff, and they're like, "Hey, you got a noise complaint from downstairs." We're like, "Oh, our bad." Right next to the door was the little spot with the DJ stuff, so I'm like, "Yo, Jay, turn it down."
I'm like, God damn it. Because it happened at
And-
MagFest Prime, too.
Yep. By the time, but that was 4 a.m. That makes a little.
It
bit
was
more
4
sense.
a.m.
And it was
And it was-
also the main
This is
reason was
11:30.
Because we were bumping at that
we had
point.
too many people in the hallway.
Yeah.
That-
it was
there's-
extremely
It's just going back
Oh,
and
for
forth.
Mag
Yeah.
They were
Super, yeah.
loitering.
Yeah, Mag Super.
Little
But yeah,
spillover.
anyway, little
But
spillover.
for the difference was they didn't shut us down. They just said you guys have to turn it down. We were like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And we turned it down, closed the door, and they said, oh yeah, don't have the latch open. All right, fine, great. Close the
Oh,
door.
right, yeah.
and we went back
And
to
then more
the
people
hotel
came in
room.
right afterwards. And then we got another knock on the door.
Yeah, the thing is that we were maybe like quiet for like 5-10 minutes.
No,
and then...
no, it was within 2 minutes. We got
Was
another.
it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We
Oh,
got double
oops.
tapped.
So
no,
maybe
no.
they-
It was 5 or 10 minutes of quiet time, and then I think
No,
Ryan,
it was
yes,
within 2 minutes.
No, it wasn't, because it was 5 or 10 minutes of quiet time because Ryan came back to the room. Ryan comes into the room. We're like, hey, we got the noise complaint, so we're not going to be making much noise. We commented that it was probably due to Robert jumping around the floor, and so Ryan starts stomping on the floor, and we were like, Ryan, you're a piece of shit. Fucking leave. And then he left. A little bit more quiet time, and we got another knock. And it was another whole slew group of people, and we're like, oh yeah, sure, welcome, come on in. We got a noise complaint. They're like, oh yeah, security's right down the hall. And security pretty much followed that group, and they're like, what are you
Yeah.
guys doing in there? Just hanging out. And they're looking into a dark room with like lasers and lights in the background, and a bass line going boom.
Well, that's when I turned on the music, though.
You did, but it was still pumping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we were like, yeah, we'll be quiet. And like one of the guys that was towards the end of the group that came in, he was a champion. What was his name?
I forgot.
I don't know. He was a champion. He was like
He
on
just
my,
walked in.
Yeah, and he immediately turned back around and like supported everything I said. I was like, yeah, we're just meeting up with some friends, just hanging out, chilling.
Nice.
You can see him pointed to the people that were talking. Yeah, we'll definitely keep it down. We really don't want to bother people. Sorry. Or I was like, I closed the door. I was like, you are my man. Like, thank you. Holy shit, you pulled your weight.
Good
and-
people.
Refresh your drink.
Refresh your drink, definitely. But yeah, that's pretty much where our room party died down, because after that they left. I went to poop, and like
Yeah.
I was in the other room, and I could still hear the bass super loud. So I was like telling Jeff, "Yeah, we gotta keep turning it. Keeping it. That speaker is really strong."
It-
Yeah,
The
that's a
low
real
on
deal.
it.
The lows are loud.
Is loud.
I was
thing
playing.
is- Well, I would keep checking by going to the bathroom, because while you're in the room, the music is low. You're like, "Oh, it's fine." But
Yeah.
once you leave and you get away from it and you put some barriers in between, you're still feeling that
vibration.
Yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
holy, you feel bad.
Yeah. Like, ooh.
I'm like, yeah, my bad.
guys.
But at the same time, it's still 11 p.m. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And after that,
We got food?
I don't know.
I think that's no. That was
No,
before.
no. We had already gotten food. The thing is, after that, I was just like, okay, cool. We did our experiment. Speaker worked out great. Opening the room up worked out great. Suites are great.
I think we shut it down.
Yep. And
You went to go play Hearthstone.
Yep.
Just up and
I started. Drinking
I don't know
more.
what happened, because I literally
I did
played
too.
Hearthstone until like 4 in the
Yeah.
I
morning.
was drinking a lot.
I started drinking more.
We watched The Greasy Strangler up in my room.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, we watched it.
Oh my god.
We were watching a movie. I was drinking more, and I think I was drinking Nelson.
yeah.
What? Was I playing games downstairs?
Tootie tootie disco cutie.
I was.
Tootie tootie disco cutie.
If you guys haven't seen The Greasy Strangler, check it out.
Do it.
It's
Not
it's
for
a,
ki- not
it's
for
not a
kids.
movie. It's a film.
It's a film.
Yes.
It's a film.
It's a cinema.
Oh, I think that's when Alex was like, "Oh, let's go to the jam space." So I went there with Richard.
Yes. Alex's
yeah, you went to
friend
the jam
was
space?
playing concerts.
Jam space. So we walked around.
They
we
went
talked,
to sport.
We talked to our neighbors that
good.
was DJing. Well, we saw our neighbor DJing at the arcade area, which she did last year too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
And then we walked to the jam space, and they had some live band playing Chrono Trigger music. I don't know what the song. I don't remember what the song was before, but it was jam space. They had drums, keyboard, bass, guitar, mainly guitar.
And guitar.
Sure. But yeah, they just had some band playing at the jam space. I'm like, this is jam space. This feels like a full on concert.
Yeah, they've been regimenting the jam space way more lately. They have like people that are there constantly in control
It
of the
doesn't
situation.
feel like jam space. It just
Yeah.
feels like concert. Like
It
when
feels
people
like-
always ask them, it's like, hey, you guys DJing? Like you gonna do it at the jam space? I'm like, no, that's not. I feel like we're
like I feel like
wasted
they would
there.
tell you no. I feel like they'd be like, "Sorry, you can't do that."
No, it's not even that. I
Yeah.
feel like our vibe would be wasted.
Yeah, it'd be different.
Yeah, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I don't really want to do the jam space
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always afraid of
because we're just DJing. I mean,
yeah.
like,
I don't want it to be something that's open. Like the beauty of doing it in our hotel room and opening our hotel room is that we control the environment.
Yeah.
I feel
If
I
somebody-
feel like jam space is more used for the people that want to play live instruments.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or some
too.
kind of performance.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I guess I was thinking of it as the jam pods. just finding a spot in the public.
But that's the
Jam
thing. That's the
Pop
same thing.
was
As someone's performing live music.
No, for Jam Pop, they did DJs at
Oh, that's
Super
true.
Mag.
Yeah, there were DJ. Yeah, they were very
Yeah,
good.
so like I don't like that because you don't control that environment. I think that is great
Yeah.
for people that are trying to show off their skill, get practice before a live crowd.
You know,
but
we should do it one time.
that's
We
fine.
have the speaker for it now, so
We
I mean, like,
can.
we can,
I just think
and we can't get yelled at for it.
yeah, that's I would just prefer to apply for the panel and do it. I think the panel would be
well,
the
even then,
ideal
they'd
compromise.
probably tell you to reserve a music slot to be actually like in one of the music spaces
true.
and do DJ sets there. And then they would advertise you on the tickets as DJs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but,
I said,
but I want an enclosed room. Like the thing is
The
that
thing
when
is,
I
they
think
might
about
not let you do a panel for music.
oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah. So
Well,
probably Jam Pod is
It's
probably
not
our
a
best bet.
it's not a panel for music. It's a panel for a party.
It's a party panel.
Yeah,
Music's part of it.
You can play if you can play videos at a panel, you can play music at a panel.
All right, yeah, okay. The lawyer, the lawyer has determined how we will run this panel.
Lawyered.
But anyway,
Love it.
Yeah, we checked out the Jam Space, which just if you like live music of video game music, sure, cool. I
But
could
if
do
not-
without.
But if not,
If not, you
just
drink
go
more.
play
You drink
Hearthstone.
more. Or you do what everyone else does, is that they go drink, and they also drink in the Jam Space to watch video game music.
Yeah.
Because you can't drink, you can't have liquids in the
concert hall.
concert hall. I don't think you're supposed to have liquids in Jam Space, but they weren't checking, so...
Yeah, it's. I think it's lighter because the lights are on, people are working with each other, and it's less of a.
It's more laid
Yeah,
back.
it's meant to be smaller.
I
like you
didn't
said.
go to the concert hall this year.
I checked it lightly.
Me neither.
The concert
did.
hall is awesome because as long as you don't have a bag, you can get in and out super easy.
But I do have it back because I'm carrying my camera shit.
Ah.
So
Well, you just gotta open it and show them that there's no
No,
bomb.
you can't
Oh,
at all.
you just can't bring bags in.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
well, they were doing bag check at Mag Prime, so maybe they just didn't want to do bag check at this Mag.
You know, just
Yeah.
deal with it.
Oh well.
That's what
So-
they did last year. No bags.
Huh.
I mean, I went
No club
once or twice.
Yep. I think. So I don't know, Paul. What did you do Saturday night after all that?
Saturday
Because you
night.
came hung out at the room for
I mean,
a while.
yeah, hung out
Then
with
you
you
met up with
guys.
some friends.
Watched
and then
the
I think you
movie.
went.
We went up. We watched Greasy Strangler. We busted open that Bogle Phantom wine. I brought some of the fancy seasonal wine from Trader Joe's, and we drank it all.
Sounds fancy.
And then you
We.
showed up at our room.
Oh, we went to the
You were
Oh,
hanging
yeah,
out with
you and I
us.
we went
went to a
to
panel.
shoot, what was the name?
Nelson and Paul.
Magfest Court.
the court.
Yeah, we went to MacFest Court where they
Well,
tried
we-
Wes Johnson for being a celebrity and shit.
Like we went
Like, it was
like
really funny.
when we were going down, we were just like, let's just like find where people are congregating. And
Yeah, we
there was just a
just-
huge group of people outside the panel.
We made drinks and we went to explore because people were going to bed and it was winding down. We
Yeah.
were like, we need to get out there. We need to do something else.
Refreshed our drinks.
That's right.
And
Nelson and Paul bonding time.
It was fun.
yeah, we went down. There's a lot of people just gathering there.
There was like a little, people were gathering. It was really funny. There was like 20 people right in front of the security room for the MagFest security staff, and they were all being loud as shit, and like the security was getting pissed off at us, and we all had open drinks.
Just like laughing
Like,
at
guys,
how powerless they were.
Just move it down there.
When John St. John walked past,
He
because he was
showed up.
leaving the panel, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Like he
I
was
was
there,
just like,
and then Dom was there, the guy
John
who
St.
owns
John.
MagFest. Yeah, like there
Oh,
was
you
like
started that chant?
yeah. I was
Mr.
like,
Shy Guy was there. Dude, John St. John. It was there, like the MagFest royalty was all right there at once.
Nice.
It was amazing.
it was cool. There's people like sitting down in that like other lobby kind of
Little-
section
yeah, with
behind
the
there.
chairs and
There's
the plants.
There's somebody like set up with like a Neo Geo like emulator, just playing random games. I
That's
did not
cool.
know who they were.
Yeah, so that's just the thing about MagFest and
It's all
MagLabs.
spontaneous, to be honest.
Very.
Yeah, you have to know what it is you want to do, and you have to look for it, and
Or-
you will find it.
You just go with the flow of whatever flow that might be happening.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if I would have been walking by and Nelson's going, John Shane, I would have been like, fuck you, Nelson, shut the fuck up. And I would have left. But I wasn't doing that. I was playing Hearthstone, and it was great. gonna reiterate that a lot.
Oh, that's what we did. We went. So when
You
we
went to
go-
bother me, and I was like, oh, yeah.
When I went to go to Jam Space, I went down there. I had
To
a
find
drink.
me.
I'm like, Richard, hold on to my drink for a second. I need to go inside the lamb room to yell at Peter. Like, why is he playing Hearthstone? What the fuck?
You can do that anytime, dude.
Yeah, Alex
Apparently
slapped
not,
me a bunch.
because he doesn't play it on his phone.
Oh,
I'm
like-
on my phone. I don't
I'm
have
like,
it.
Peter, you can play this on your damn phone.
Look, I did not pay $60 for a badge to not fucking play Hearthstone all weekend. Okay.
You
Fuck.
Fair
That's
enough.
what you did, though.
Fair enough.
fair.
It was great. Yeah, even some of the people that were using the public computers, they saw me playing and they started chatting. And then I played them. I added them.
Oh,
nice.
Because he was a friend of a friend, so now he's just a direct friend now.
Yeah.
And there was some other dude there that started watching us play and was commenting. And then he sat down to play and he was kind of bad,
Oh,
which was like really weird because it seemed like he had been playing this a really long time. And I was just like, what is going on here? I was just looking at his screen. I got distracted. That was towards the end when I like was ended because I was just looking at him more. Like, what is going on that screen? Like, I don't know much about the game, but that's not right either. So I ended up saying, hey man, thanks for hanging out with me. And then I ended up
dips.
finally calling it a night towards like 4 or 5 in the morning, something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I stay up real late at these things because as soon as you go to bed and you wake up, oh, it's fucking Sunday. Woohoo.
It's also really rough because if you do go to sleep too late, you're taking an awkward nap before you have to wake up and
Right.
Struggling, and
you
you,
gotta
have
check
to clean
out.
up.
Checkout was at noon, but it is a struggle.
Yeah, no,
Checkout
Richard
was at 11.
No, it was noon. I'm pretty sure it was
It
noon.
was 11, but I guess there was a mass amount of people checking out, so they moved it to 12.
Oh yeah, it's usually 11.
Yeah.
I called them. I woke up. I had to wake up. I'm like, can I go? Do you have
Yeah.
more time? And they're like, yeah, sure, 12. I'm like,
Thankfully, Richard and I were on the same. Like Richard packed up all his stuff. He was leaving. He messaged me and said, "Hey, can you?" Because he was
you
gonna
guys
Uber
left
home.
you
We
guys left at like 5 a.m. or
Yep.
something.
I
Because
was-
as
I mean,
I
Nelson and I
finished.
were like, "What? You guys are leaving?"
Well, yeah,
And then we had
after-
drinks. And we were like, "Man, fuck, we got to keep partying."
Well, exactly. Like you said, everyone else was leaving. You guys were looking to start your night again.
I was with Richard. and
Second win.
the second win. Dude.
so when I went with
Fill my
Richard to the
sails.
jam space, we walked around and we were like, all right, we're done here.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to go back in the room. It's like,
guess
okay,
we'll-
let's go back to the room. And he got back to the room and he was like,
I'm gonna go.
I'm going to go.
Yeah. It
leave.
just makes sense.
Because like he doesn't want to deal with sleeping and then waking up and packing up, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why can't I just pack up now
And dip out.
and dip out and go home? Because we all live so close.
And then if you got then you got Sunday off, and you just go and just have your like recharge day while you're in the comfort of your
Yep.
own home.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's honestly a win-win for everybody because if you guys leave, that means more space for us, more beds for us.
Less cleanup for
Less
y'all.
cl-
'Cause we
mm.
well,
You guys-
Richard and I
Yeah.
packed super light,
Yeah.
so we didn't have much to take.
There was a shit ton of cleanup.
Yep.
But
it was just
I felt bad because this is the first year that we pretty much left the room. Not fully trash, but like to the point where I'm like, oh.
It was different because we asked for extra sheets. We asked for a whole bunch of other stuff. We had to do the pull-out couch.
But like every
thing.
year at MAGLabs,
yeah.
we do
I
the
slept on that
full
couch.
cleanup where we like, hey, room service, can you give us big plastic bags so we can
But
clear
room
out the
service
trash?
wasn't like moving around that much, and we did that Saturday. We
No, we
cleaned
didn't.
out a whole bunch of stuff and we just put it outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
yeah, yeah. We did
But there was
steps,
still
but-
more.
Yeah.
And this is the first year I felt really bad. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave you guys a bigger tip. I'm just gonna
Good shit.
leave this on this table.
Oh, but there was that one time that. What could you explain what led up to the moment where like I was sitting?
So I don't know.
Nelson was
Okay,
chatting with
right,
me, and
so
I was
that
passed
was
out.
Saturday, right?
That was
Yeah,
Saturday.
That was Saturday night, and then like I think you woke me up, and I do remember you saying, "Paul, do you want to sleep here?" And then like
'Cause we could, 'cause we
and then
had
you
less people
prepared the you pull out bed for me, and I slept on that, and I slept so well.
I'm like,
it was amazing.
I'm like, Paul looks really comfortable.
But I guess before that, I was like passing out. I don't even know.
You were-
I was-
Was that after the panel? After
Yeah,
the court?
that was
I think
after
so.
the panel.
Because
and then we
like,
went back to go get, I guess, refresh our
yeah,
drinks.
refresh our
again.
drinks.
Yeah. Richard and I had left. You guys had full run
yeah,
of the
they
place.
guys left. These guys left. They packed up things. Robert was asleep in another room. because
Same.
He decided
Zonked.
to do a little endeavor on his own the next day. He had to wake up pretty early. But he was asleep. You guys left. I'm just in the room.
You're the most sober. Yes, you're the most sober.
Yeah, I mean,
You
we're-
were. I've
compared
seen
to
the
me-
footage.
I was making-
You were the most sober.
I was
seen
making
footage.
more drinks. I'm like, all right, I got the Cooper cooler. Oh, I had Leo come by because I'm
Yeah.
ran into
Yeah,
those guys
Leo.
again. Oh, I was with Nelson. Wait,
Yeah.
when did I run into you, Paul? Then.
I was with
That was
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
I went
Yeah.
back down with a new drink. Ran into you two because I guess you guys just came out of that panel. Ran into Leo. I'm like, hey, let's go to our room. We still got some drinks left over.
Oh, then Leo came down to that panel and he's like, "Do you guys want some Kahlua?"
just popped it out.
He popped it out of his backpack, and the fucking panel just gave us some Kahlua.
Is that Kahlua?
So yeah, these guys left. I guess I ran into you
God
guys, and
damn.
we went back to the room. We got some beers. We had leftover beers.
I was just chaining PBRs.
We were chaining PBRs. I'm like, I don't
then-
want that. I'm gonna drink this Yingling. We all popped them in the Cooper cooler, which chills our drinks instantly.
Oh, this is such a good machine.
And we were just drinking. Paul, I guess finally it was starting to hit you.
It's all caught up, man.
It was when after Leo left, like that group of people.
Like
left,
we were
right?
having like an existential like video game.
no. Before that,
That was before.
that was after that. Leo and those guys were having conversations with them, and then
Yeah.
they left. And it was getting to the point where like Paul, I guess something clicked in Paul. I was like, it's winding down.
You got comfortable. You,
Yeah,
a
there's
little
like a blanket on me. I'm just like,
It's winding down.
Just
You started
leaning
doing
against
that. What's that guy's name?
huh?
The guy with the big ass scarf.
Oh,
Started wrapping it around.
the Lenny Kravitz
Lenny Kravitz.
scarf.
oh yeah.
You were doing that with the comforter.
I
And,
was.
then, and I guess you were getting really comfortable, so you sat down, and then I was
was it?
downing I was drinking
Yinglings.
Yinglings. Nelson was drinking PBR, so we were just downing, and then Nelson goes in this like super serious deep talk about like video games.
And Nintendo Switch, and then sitting on that toilet taking a dunk. Dropping a
And then
dunk.
like Nelson was like talking like I'm just sitting here. For me in conversations, I like to listen. I just kind of I'm more aware of things, and I'm like I'm aware that Paul's falling asleep sitting there very comfortably, and he's going out. Nelson's full on speech mode to the point I'm like, who is he talking to? Is he talking to me? No, he's not. Is he talking to Paul? I think so. So I just pulled out my camera and I was like, let me press record.
So glad you did that. That's the moment. That's the moment you.
I mean,
gotta
it
start.
felt a lot more put together,
Interactive.
and I could swear I saw Paul doing the nodding thing.
I did.
and,
I nodded.
He was
and
nodding.
Yeah, I
maybe
was-
like the first couple
But
minutes.
like I was
then,
like, no, Paul was very interactive. But then it was like slowly, like
It was
that-
like popcorn.
You had to keep
Yeah.
asking me to like reiterate questions, right, Paul? I'm like, yeah.
I cut out the footage that I linked is where you were pretty interactive, but then like it faded fast. You were falling asleep.
My candle slowly went
then
out.
burning,
My camera
flickering.
pans over to Paul. Paul, you can just see is just like pretty much passed out in every word of every sense of the word. And he was just like responding to like every statement that Nelson brings up. Like, yeah, right, Paul. It's like, yeah. Yeah, and then you started mimicking whatever Nelson said, and then Nelson says like, "Get your mind right," and you're just like, "Yeah, get your mind, get your mind right."
Get your mind right.
I'm like, "All right, this is over." Paul's asleep. Paul, you want to sleep on the bed? This is all you.
Oh yeah, man. Let's sleep on the bed. Yeah.
And then that was when
That was it.
I was
like-
probably on my like third or fourth win by then. And
I was
Yeah.
like fourth win. I'm like, Nelson, I drink a lot. Well, not a lot, but I'm like, I need to sleep because we got to wake up. I got to clean up. And I closed my eyes and apparently you went back down.
I said, well, here's the thing. I learned from you that, oh, snap. It's like 4 in the morning. The
It's
music
not
games.
4 in the morning. It's like 6 in the morning.
It was, okay.
6 or 7.
I was,
It was
not.
5 in the morning.
It was very, very early.
It was
the
early.
morning.
Sun wasn't out when I closed my eyes, so it was 5 in the morning.
And it was like, I was like, yeah, now I can actually play Yubi and the Golgo 13 sniping machine.
No lines.
And no lines. So I went
No
down there
lines, baby.
and there was like people in the console rooms playing.
Of
The
course.
LAN room
Yeah.
was still going. Not really much of anything happening. Some people on like the
it's the
tabletop
stragglers.
games.
Yeah.
But I beelined it right to the music room, empty.
That's what we did
Serene.
last year.
And I don't even know how many games I played. My fingers started hurting after a while. And
That was it.
oh no. I was walking on the way back and I was
played
like
zombies.
I went in and I was doing a lap around the console room and I saw somebody playing Call of Duty Zombies split screen by themselves, and I said, that can't happen. So I went up in there. I was like, I haven't played this game in a couple years. Just
Let's
start
go.
playing it. Just going at it.
Nice.
Headshots. I was like, I still got it. and that's me like
That's not
like
actual memory.
that. Hey,
Like,
I remember
I don't
doing.
think that's actual. Memory.
No, I recall I was really okay. and there was a point where I was like, at first I was like, what game am I playing? I was like, is this a regular Call of Duty or is this the zombies? Because I couldn't piece anything together at that point. My mind was like scrambled
Oh,
eggs.
you were gone.
I was done. And it just got really late, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go.
Nice.
And up and dipped out.
Yeah, and then you guys had to clean up. And
I
rush
woke up
out.
with it's not the worst hangover, but like it was on the cusp of like you don't feel good, and I was like, Nelson's not waking up. Nelson, wake up.
It was rough.
Nelson, please wake up. Oh God.
I was
Oh God, it's already 12. We're past checkout. Nelson, wake up.
super dead. It was like
Super
11:40.
Bull, man.
I
like
was dead.
I said
right
alarm
after
for-
checkout, I get a message of Nelson on the trolley
Yeah.
shaking it,
Oh.
writing it.
God. So I woke
Sixth wind.
I woke up at 10:30 because that's where I set my alarm. I'm like, oh God, we gotta check out. I woke up. I'm like, I don't feel great. Not.
You got to power through.
I had to. Well, no,
Yeah,
I didn't.
same.
I bitched out and I called front desk. I'm like, hey, what time is checkout? Could I get a little more time? Thank you. So I slept another hour, and I got up and I have to do the morning dump,
Nice.
the morning
Yeah.
dunk, and
Gotta
then
drop it.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like it's like the hangover dunk. It's like I said, it's not the worst ones I had.
It's a very alcoholic turd.
It's
kind
Just a
of.
big brown log of like 15%
It's like,
alcohol.
I didn't feel good. I'm like, all right. I had to like gather my mind. I'm like, all right, I gotta clean this up. I gotta put that in the basket. I gotta put that in my bag. Nelson's not even like moving. Like, what is he dead? I hope he's not dead.
Dude, I don't understand how Alex Lederer does it, but the man drinks hard and then he always
Cleans up
wakes up.
hard.
He sleeps like 4 or 5 hours and he's like totally lucid and happy and he's like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
he
good.
processes
He also
very
lies
quick.
too. He lies. a
Oh
lot.
yeah, he's a liar. Alex, you dirty scoundrel. But he was totally good in the morning, and I slept very well on that pull-out couch. I left at like 10. You guys were all still totally passed out when
Oh,
I
yeah.
left your room, and I made up my bed and I folded my sheets.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, the couch is back together. Thank you,
Yeah.
Paul.
Good job, Paul.
Yeah, you give a little, you get a little, man. Pay
Fair
it
enough.
forward.
So yeah, we got the dolly sent to my car. Went to go get my car all hung over. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Here we
Got
go.
my car loaded up. I went back because like the parking pass that they gave us is like all access pass. You can go in and out
Yeah.
as long as you want.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Very
I got my
convenient.
pass. I'm gonna go back to the parking garage. I don't know what Nelson's doing, so I'm gonna just sit in my car while I wait for him. Meanwhile, I see this video of Nelson getting another dolly in our room and just riding on it. I'm like, Nelson, you can't be doing that. I feel sick looking at it.
Now here's the thing. Like they had oh my word. So they had taken the other dolly and I was like, oh, there's probably some other stuff to take.
Which is
So I was
there is
like-
none because I know I took everything I
So
needed to
there
get.
wasn't. And I was like, oh man, let me get this other dolly. And then I'm like, oh, it's just like my bag and my backpack.
Yeah, I know what I took.
And like I saw the room. I was like, there's still a few things to like. I just kind of made things a little bit more
Tidy
presentable, and try to get out of there before people saw me. But I was like, I gotta take advantage of this dolly.
Meanwhile, I'm just in my car lying down. I'm like,
And the thing was, like, I woke up and I was
you were
actually-
not functional.
and I was not right. I wasn't feeling bad, quote, there just yet, but it just hit me.
It
Like,
hit you
Nelson-
because
it
I
was-
think I was still drunk.
it was the other way around.
think?
You woke up okay. I woke up okay. You woke up like shit.
Yeah, I was like,
and then as time, I drank that little like remaining Fanta soda that we had.
Yeah.
I had, And I guess that sugar in my body is like didn't like it. It's like, what are you doing? Don't do that. And then I started getting worse, and you recovered, and you were just dancing on the dolly. I'm like, what are you
Nelson.
doing,
I
Nelson?
was
You gotta
ready.
consider your age, man. You can't be doing that anymore.
I was feeling something.
You fall, you can't get up.
He's feeling young.
I was. It was good. It was
And
good.
that was MAGLabs.
And that was
I think
MAGLabs.
MAGLabs was very good.
I will
this
note
year.
MAGLabs.
that the Sunday there were still a lot of people popping like board game room was still
Oh
popping.
yeah, people take advantage of Sunday.
Yeah, people were going to the arcade. People were playing games. Like all
Yeah.
those
Yeah, the
rooms
last hurrah right before they closed
Yeah,
down.
I
people
played a
were
little bit of
hanging out.
Halo. Okay, there was a Halo setup with the original Xbox big ass controllers.
Oh.
I played a little bit of that. I sucked at it, but it was good.
Yeah, but like people were still up and about. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be around you guys right now. I might puke if you do more stuff in front of me.
Yeah. Stop moving. Ah.
Yeah, so
Movement.
yeah, we just left.
That
MAGLabs.
was it.
I mean, it was already like afternoon. It was
Yeah.
like
It was
Yeah, man,
weird. Oh yeah,
MAGLabs
it was like
is-
1 or 2.
It's a quick con when you think about it. It's
Very
it's
quick.
there, and it's like it burns real fast. You
You
know.
have to do what you want to do.
Yeah, you gotta really pick what you want to do because you're gonna be out of there before you know it, and it's bittersweet. But if you play it right, honestly, I feel like we did our best this year to take advantage of the short time and resources we had, and I had a blast.
Succinctly put. So, Paul, you get to start us off for next year, MAGLabs, or whatever they call it. Yay or nay? You gonna go again?
Yay! If I'm still living in Virginia, I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking about
Damn, dropping spoiler alert.
going down to the West Coast because I don't know. I just want to change scenery. But I'm always gonna make MagFest Prime a priority, so you can bet you'll see me there.
you do Mac West.
Mag. Oh,
I heard
Oh,
MAGLabs was really good
yeah.
this year.
You're right.
From a lot of my West Coast friends that they went.
Yeah.
They were
This
saying
was
it
the
pretty
first
good.
one, right?
But yeah, I don't know. If I can swing it, I would definitely come to MagLabs again. For sure.
Yeah, it'll be, like you said, come back, meet with a lot of friends that maybe you miss at Mag Prime or something like that. Cool. All right, next year, Nelson, yay or nay?
Yay. Probably think if I can get people to do it, I wouldn't mind doing day 0. I think it would be nice to kind of ease into
Elongate it?
Yeah, because Friday was decent. Like I was I worked that day, but it would have been nice to have like a full day, like wake up in the morning Friday, ease into it, and be already there in the thick of things.
All right.
But yeah, I hope they do it again. I have a good time.
All right, Jay, for next year, yay or nay?
This is a hard one because we've been
Several years now.
several years. We've been the Mag Classic, which I'd say I had
I
a
think
good
we've
time.
gone every time.
No,
Did we
there was
miss
one year I did not go.
Oh.
Other
Oh,
people
yeah, I
went.
missed- no, I
we
missed one
went.
too.
Nelson went. Mag Classic was fun. Mm-hmm. It was small, which is what we wanted, and we had a hotel room. Great. The next year I didn't go. Nelson went,
Yeah.
and they did. You guys didn't have rooms. You just went in and out every day, right?
Yeah. And
Hosanna in the highest.
So you guys did that, and then the year afterwards, you guys had Paul, you stayed there last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then
you guys
gave
had
us
a
the
room.
bug. Yeah.
And then I just had the same feeling. I'm like, it's not going to be like, it's not, because I'm comparing to real MagFest, right? Like, you can't beat that
Yeah.
in terms of what I want to do, which is arcade games and just,
Yeah.
Yeah. Third Strike setups all over
that's
the place.
that's
Well,
more Richard. But
not-
like,
yeah,
just
it's more
the,
Richard,
the,
yeah.
the selection of games, right?
Yeah,
it's
you got
not
a
going to be
big
there.
selection.
So I'm like, but last year, it was kind of, we stayed way longer than we wanted to.
yeah.
Because Drew Beat was there and we were just up till 10 a.m. for a 1-day trip. I'm like, oh, this wasn't too bad. Let me get a room. This year it was fun because we were testing things out ourselves, getting the
Yeah.
room stuff down and getting, like, trying our party stuff more. But, like, man, the selection downstairs was just, like, super weak.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, I was up all out last night trying to figure out how to get arcade caps so we can just get our own games in there and just
Oh
do
my
whatever you want.
God.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, MAGLabs, you guys were all saying it. Like, you got to make it.
Your own.
You gotta make
it
your
fun.
own. You
Yeah,
gotta make it fun
it
your
fun.
own. Yeah. So for me to enjoy certain things like MAGLabs, I want the games I want to be able to play
Yeah.
available for me.
Yeah.
Music, DJ is always fun. Party's fun. Drink is always fun. But like, we'll see. I think what Nelson also said rings true. Like, it's really who I know is going as well.
Yeah, you gotta have the people to party with. Otherwise, I wouldn't go if I didn't
Yeah.
have the group that I go with every year, for sure.
So I feel like if we have our own like arcade cabinets for next year, Yeah, it's so close. Like you can't. It's like why not? Right?
So you're still middle ground. Yeah,
I'm still
undecided.
Middle ground. Yeah, undecided.
Weak.
But it's true.
Yeah. Next year for me is Yay, because I don't compare it to Super Mag. I keep them separate in my mind, and to me, MAGLabs is another convention that is able to tap into what MagFest is and the social aspect of MagFest and the environment of MagFest. But it's much lighter. It's less stressful because I'm not taking as many things. I don't have to plan it over the course of multiple days. I don't care that I'm missing it. So I go when I want to go, and I treat it as that. I treat it as a mini mag. I treat it as I'm going to go do exactly what I feel like doing that moment. I treat it as a relaxing weekend, and it doesn't bother me. Like the complaints you have, JF, of like, well, I don't know if I'll be entertained, or I don't know if they'll have the things I want to do. Well, they never kind of have the things I want to do anyway. I just find what I feel like doing and do that. And I definitely enjoy MAGLabs. I think it's the mag circuit of conventions, I think, are top notch for me, and I will attend whichever ones I can. Like maybe we should just try to make it a point to maybe go to Mag West next year and just see it and see if we can actually make it out there and see what that's like.
That would be cool.
Because it's just the...
And hey, if I'm on the West Coast, then I can be like your West Coast envoy, and then
exactly.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Road trip.
Where do they do? Where do they do, Mag? Is it California?
NorCal.
NorCal. Okay.
I think it was NorCal. Most of my friends were in NorCal. So yeah, NorCal.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Thank you guys for coming here and chatting about MAGLabs, and thank you listeners for tuning in.
It's a long one this time, but
it's a long one, and even though it was like a short convention, there was just so many highlights that
it's true.
Talking about it, you go on, and which is again why I say yes to next year.
Which is why small cons are fun.
Conventions.
Yeah, you have a lot of interwoven stories, because you're at the same place, but depending on what your friend's doing to what you do, you can have an entirely different experience.
And you're not overloaded. You're not overstimulated. I think when you are overstimulated at those big conventions, it becomes noise, and you ignore it. And
stress.
Yeah, there's more that you tune out.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Whereas at MAGLabs, everything you're absorbing is sticking.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. Go check out our MAGLabs post-con review, and check out our other stuff too. And thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
I love you.
Refresh your drinks.
Refresh your drinks.
And get your mind right.
Can you do a ASMR version of it? Refresh your drinks.
And remember to refresh your drinks.
Ooh, tingly.